Hello, everybody, and welcome to yet another presentation of the NACL right here on NHL Gamer. A little bit different of a setup here, Sid. It's weird. I don't know how to feel about it. I'm on the right, you're on the left, but it's playoff time, and things get crazy every now and then.
Yeah, I'm not the hugest fan of change here, but we'll get used to it. We'll push through here. We do have quite the matchup ahead of us to distract us from this, jarring difference in the setup. But as we said, we'll push through it. And 6 cents versus BBB, I can't wait to see the conclusion of this series.
Jarring to say the least. Again, if you missed the broadcast on Sunday evening, BBB currently up 2-1 in this best of 7 series here in the NACL semifinals. We're going to find out today, or tonight, should I say, who joins Vertigo in the final to win it all. Very intrigued to see how that's going to play out. As you get a look at the bracket and how things have played out thus far, as previously mentioned, Vertigo sealing their spot in the final, taking care of Montage Moment in the first round in 6 games, and taking care of Entourage in the last round in just 5. BBB, on the other hand, of course, fresh off of a sweep of Hidden Potential in the first round, 6 cents, a 6-game series against Phantoms, and now that brings us to this series here tonight. And again, Sin, a lot of talking points coming into this series, quite a few talking points coming out of the first 3 games as well. We'll be hearing, from our colleagues Drew and Nick as they really help us set the stage here. My voice just can't hang on. The excitement it's too intense. The emotion it's palpable, Sin. Point being, of course, we're going to have a little bit of help setting the stage here because there is a lot to recap, a lot of talking points coming out of those first 3 games. So, Sin, when it comes to this series, again, there's going to be, a lot of talking points here in the setup as we get a look at the individual matchups and everything. You get a look at the lineups here early on. And again, talking points aplenty when you look at these lineups, the players that are in tonight, and really the expectations that are set for this series. Could we see BBB take care of this series in just 2 games tonight, done and dusted? Or will we see 6 cents kind of make a series of it? Really, I could see it going either way.
Yeah, well, if the games kind of go to OT, BBB has a distinct edge so far. They're 6-0 in the regular season and 2-0 so far in the playoffs. It just seems like when it's all on the line, they find a way to get things done. That being said, 6 cents, an incredibly strong team. They were kind of right next to each other, in the finishing league standings. BBB at 2, 6 cents at 3. It's just incredible, and just how close this matchup can be. Now, as we see here, BBB hasn't been able to score on the power play, but their penalty kill is tremendous and a very good defensive team. Interestingly, not able to open it up for as many goals for. That being said, they do have a couple less games played than 6 cents, and with a 2-1 series lead, they may be kind of handing it to 6 cents right here.
Absolutely could be the case. And let's get down to the individual breakdowns here, though, because as we said, we got a lot on our plate to set the stage here. And as always, we're going to start off with the center matchup between these 2 teams. You have Sitful and MP7, also known as Bone, calling him MP7 for the sake of simplicity. A lot to talk about with these 2. Impressive point totals, but perhaps the biggest talking point thus far, MP7, 7 goals in round 1, no goals on 3 shots to the first 3 games of this series. Uncharacteristically quiet.
Definitely. He's and on top of that, for the majority of the playoffs, he's also had, a positive face-off percentage. And on the opposite side, Sitful, below that 50%, around 45%. And so far in this series, he's up that to 50%. It's been an even split on the face-offs, and that bodes really well for BBB as, team that was struggling to, on the face-off dot throughout the first round. They've seemed to really kind of gain that and be able to get that, possession, the all-important possession there. And Sitful leading his team in assists so far in the playoffs, but all 3 of his goals in the playoffs so far have come in the semifinals. So it's almost like a battle of the opposites here in the middle.
Absolutely. And then we get a look at the winger matchup as well. With 6 cents, we have John Bree, also just known as Bree, of course, and Fog for 6 cents. For BBB, it is Bones and Jemima, the source of many a play on words, because people just can't help themselves, can't they? But You look at the ridiculous point totals here from the regular season. Of course, playoff-wise, a lot of talking points here. But I would say the key right now for 6 cents, while MP7 has slowed down a little bit, Fog has been spectacular through the first 3 games of this series. 8 points, 6 goals. That's certainly stepping up at a very important time for your team.
Absolutely. I mean, you need someone to be stepping up in those key moments. The more people, the merrier. But it's good to have one of those guys just go absolutely ham, and that's what Fog's doing right now. 25 points, 9 games. That's stepping up when your team needs it. And on the flip side, BBB, Jemima's sort of doing the same thing. Bones is a bit quieter than you would have expected, especially, with his experience in these high-pressure situations. And you talked about the puns earlier. Jemima pancaking people to the ice. He's got 25 hits in the playoffs so far. So excited to see him get to work on the forecheck. And of course, one of the more confident guys with one of the more colorful personalities, not afraid to start bouncing on people if things are going his way. So look for the chirps to start happening here, definitely, as this series wears on and gets more and more intense.
Absolutely. And you mentioned with Jemima as well, that personality. He's also been leading the way for BBB throughout this series so far. 4 goals, leading the way in assists as well. So he has been a crucial factor for them. And you talked about it with Bones, I should say, the experience that is there. 6 cents looking to claim their first ever Sixes title, but they do have players with experience. BBB, of course, no strangers to success in the Sixes community. That brings us to the defensive matchup. For 6 cents, we have Dupes and Vaporize. For BBB, it's Desi and the always dangerous K-Cut, who surprisingly not leading the way in points amongst the defensemen there for his team thus far. But Sin, what stands out for you here with this matchup?
Well, you mentioned it. I mean, K-Cut really, I'm not saying he's slacking. He's probably just being keyed in upon. I mean, 6 cents really seems like they took it to heart to kind of, neutralize K-Cut there. And that's what you've got to do. You can't allow him to attack with speed, especially through the neutral zone. Vaporize sort of doing what we expect right here. 3 goals, 7 assists so far throughout the playoffs. However, here in the semifinals, just 2 assists. So it seems like both of these teams have made it a point to sort of neutralize the biggest threats back there on the point for either side. The flip side of that is that may open up more room for Desi and for Dupes to perhaps, creep up into, more offensive positions. Because, if you put all your eggs in one basket, one side of the ice, the other guy could have that much more room to work with.
Absolutely. Last but not least, we come to the goaltending matchup for 6 cents. It's General. The General in action against Paralyzers. You get a look at the playoff stats thus far. 2 shutouts in 7 playoff games, and not a bad way to kick off a postseason campaign.
Definitely not. And BBB really had their way in the first round against Hidden Potential, and he was a big part of that. I mean, his numbers so far, excellent. Exactly where we want him. BBB defensively as a whole, excellent. Right where they want to be. Their scoring may be a bit lower, but it's been able to get them wins. In the playoffs, you have to play a lot more of a tighter game. That seems to be what they're doing. And of course, General back there, maybe perhaps not with the numbers that he's more used to, but he is right where, he got that 80 save percentage. The goals against could go a bit lower. However, 6 cents so far, for the most part, have been able to outscore a lot of their mistakes, and they're here in the second round because of it. Down by 1 game here, but plenty of time to win 3 today.
Absolutely. Now, Sin, as we mentioned, we have the opportunity to hear from our colleagues Nick and Drew. They're going to be breaking down the keys to success for us this time out for this matchup. So let's take it over to them, and we'll be rejoining you in just a few moments.
Thanks, guys. Nick, we had an incredible start to this series that we saw. The first 3 games of this one were just back and forth. Every single one was really tight. 6 cents had that quick 1-0 lead in the series, and BBB has now won back-to-back. So as we go into games 4, 5, 6, and if necessary, 7 also, what are you expecting to see today? What are the keys to the game for either of these teams to pick up a win, not only in this first game we're going to see, but in the series overall?
Yeah, let's talk about 6 cents first, because I think what they did in the last 3 games were pretty impressive. We talk about the tail of the right wingers. Yes, that works for both sides of the ice, but for 6 cents themselves, let's talk about Fogg, putting the team specifically on his back. A myriad of goals, a cornucopia of assists, and really a lot of the offensive production for 6 Cents throughout all 3 games were centered around him.
Yeah, he was outstanding. 6 goals, 2 assists, and I think there were only 1 goal that was scored by his team, maybe 2 that was scored by his team that he did not pick up a point on, and that is really impressive. And then you got John pretty beautiful with the way that he played in those first few games. He was just a magician with the puck.
Yeah, he really was. The stop up and then the wrister across the net, beating him glove side. A couple of great 2-on-1 chances. The patience in the snipe shot from the top of the circle. He has found ways to score, very unique ways to score, and has really done a great job here in the first 3 games.
And then you got to talk about the goaltender for 6 Cents as well, because General really did play well. We saw a couple different types of games. The first 2 were really high scoring, and a bit of bend don't break. Got his team to overtime in game 2, where they eventually lost in double overtime. But game 3, what more can you ask of a goalie than to not give up a goal in 60 minutes of regulation time play? They lost the game, but General was just really strong in net to not give up a goal in regulation.
Yeah, I mean, you expect your goalie to get you through 60 minutes, and when he can do that and not give up a goal, you then have to look to your forwards for them to do something on their side. Unfortunately, it didn't happen for 6 Cents, but generally played really great through the first 3.
Keys to the game for BBB, keys to the series success for them. You got to start again with the right wingers, because Fogg was amazing for 6 Cents. Jemima basically equal to the challenge for BBB in that series. Just a couple of multi-goal games where he had an overtime winner in game 3, 2 goals in game 2, and a goal and at least 1 assist in game 1 as well.
Yeah, starting with game 1, not really loud going into the game, then popped midway through and kind of got really active for his team to generate a lot of offensive opportunity. Then through the second and third game, kind of where the tide tipped for BBB was about that 15-minute mark in the second period of game 2, Drew. And we saw Jemima just use his speed, get down, break up the defense, split the D, get down low, fight for the puck, and then obviously the game-winning goal to give BBB a 2-1 lead in the series in game 3. Heck of a job in centering the offense around Jemima for the BBB.
There was a guy that was on the keys to success for the first 3 games. He was someone we were keeping an eye on in those 3 and didn't really see a whole lot of him. K-Cut, just what is it that he's got to start doing? Because we did see him a little bit in game 3, but the first 2 games of this series, he really didn't do a whole lot.
Yeah, I think the wingers are just hounding him, right? So when you see the puck going back up to the point, working it around, he has no lane to shoot. A lot of the offense cycling does happen through the defense for BBB. We didn't really see that going into game 1, game 2, and finally kind of got it going in game 3, but didn't result in any goals. He's been a little bit silent. I mentioned in our coverage on Sunday the intangibles that K-Cut does bring to the table did show through in the third game of that contest, and we saw that with breaking up the 2-on-1 that would have led to probably a goal and a game winner at that, and then the dump in that started the game-winning goal for Jemima. So more tangible things need to happen from K-Cut to see some success for BBB throughout the series.
And you got to talk about Sitful as well if you're going to talk about BBB, because he did score a whole sitful of goals in that first 3 games. He had a pair of 2-goal games in game 1 and in game 2, including the double overtime winner. And if he can keep doing that, because he had no goals in the first series, a series sweep, he had 8 assists, so nothing against the guy. But if he can keep putting goals up on the board and keep picking up those assists, which he didn't slow down on in the first 3 games here, this team is going to be really difficult to stop.
Yeah, we talked about how great he was giving the puck to his teammates, his wingers specifically, for them to generate those goals that led to the sweep that got them into the semifinals. But then when things weren't going so well for BBB in game 1, he kind of took the reins and honed in some offense himself to generate some goals. And then obviously the game winner doing his part in game 2. And then in game 3, just kind of being there for a lot of the chances and making that noise we kind of talk about in front of the net. A big key to the success for BBB so far.
All right. He is Nick DeMeo. I am Drew Goldfarb. We got to spend the first 3 games with you. We are really looking forward to watching however many more games we have left in this series. So let's get it back to you guys and get a little bit closer to puck drop.
All right, again, we very much thank Nick and Drew for their inputs, and we are just about ready to go. The stage is set to continue this series. Very excited to see how it's going to play out. Any predictions on your part? I've put you on the hot seat frequently in the past. How do you think this is going to go? Do we see Sixth Sense really make a run of this? Or as expected, do we see the final with Vape, or I was going to say with Vaporize. I can't help but notice him in chat. He was asking for respect. And again, as Nick mentioned, as Penguin mentioned, players with pictures get respect. But to that point, will we see BBB make it to the final, perhaps as expected? Or again, is Sixth Sense going to make a run of this?
Well, they're seeming to be the guys with the clutch factor. I mean, all those OT wins, but eventually those close games can come back and bite you. One bounce is all it takes. Sixth Sense, I mean, a very real chance here. BBB has the advantage so far, but they're going to want to put a bit of a cushion in their leads at times and stop kind of flirting with disaster, or this one could swing back on them and, Sixth Sense could come away with the victory and advance.
Time will tell. Again, the winner of this series moves on to play the #1 seed Vertigo in the finals. So intrigued to see how this one breaks down. We are just moments away from the start. Again, if you missed the first 3 games on Sunday night, BBB with a 2-1 lead. Right now, we will be covering the rest of this series for you, regardless of how long it goes for. Whether or not we ultimately go 7 or we settle for a 2-game series tonight, time will ultimately tell. So here we go. We are ready to go. The series continues. Who will move on to the championship series? We will find out in just a matter of moments. As you get a look there, Sixth Sense in the black and orange, BBB in the white. Sin, I'm ready for this one. Nothing better than a little bit of postseason hockey.
Absolutely. It looks like BBB brought in a winger. One of them changed their player name to Ivan Provorov, so look out for that. The shutdown's going to be real.
Although, if you're banking on a Flyers player in the playoffs, I don't know how well that's going to work out for you. As you see an early offsides here for Sixth Sense. We'll see again how the neutral zone trap game continues to be really a factor throughout the early stages of this first period. In particular, the feeling out process as these teams, after a day off, really get back into the groove of this heated series. Pass there doesn't quite go. It'll be recovered by Dupes behind the back of the net. He'll take his time and look to reestablish. Plays it off to MP7 in the middle here. Drops it off, getting the defense involved early. Vaporized along the half wall, looking for a bit of space, sends it back down low as John Bree just not able to get it in front. Wraparound chance, just lost the handle on it. Paralyzer able to find that one, but an early chance. Perry caught a little bit off guard there, perhaps uncharacteristically out of position for a moment.
Yeah, perhaps expecting that, one-timer towards the side of the net, but either way, I mean, almost buried there by John Bree. BBB going to have to be a bit more aggressive there, forcing the play away from their net. The collapse is good, but you also have to attack the puck carrier.
Stezzy tries to get it up the bones, wasn't able to do so. Fogg again, hot hand thus far through this series for Sixth Sense. We still wait to see if the center MP7 is going to pick up that scoring pace. Puck dumped in, recovered by Bree, fought on for by Dupes, but he turns it over. BBB back in control. Huge hit there, deflection bid for Bones. Just doesn't go, but a dangerous turnover. Another huge hit there. BBB stepping up the intensity. Bit of space as the shot doesn't go through for Jemima. Huge chance and mistimed. Vaporized getting the stick from the bench and offside just barely. Huge moment goes to waste.
Kind of looked like he got caught in one of those pickup animations. He was trying to hold the line, maybe get some speed, just wasn't able to work.
The one-timer does not go, but a big opportunity for BBB. Off of that face-off, puck dumped in by Dupes here. Recovered, but offside. So already seeing these teams working the dump and chase a little bit more. For those who might be more familiar with the European side of things that we do here on NHL Gamer. Again, not something you see often in the European side of things, but a little bit more of a factor perhaps in the North American side of things, at least if the early stages of this game is any indication. Vaporized takes another huge hit and another offside early on. Sin teams kind of struggling right now to get that consistency and that chemistry going at the blue line.
Yeah, and that's why you see the dump and chase can be so popular. It's very hard to gain the blue line cleanly sometimes, especially if you're a little slow, if you don't try to take it with speed. But Bones, you're off the draw. BBB gaining the zone with speed.
Jemima sends it down low. It is recovered by Sifel. Tried to get it back in front. Still loose and recovered. Sifel again. The shot. Big glove save. General denying Jemima on a spectacular opportunity. Huge stop there early for 6 cents.
Yep, Jemima giving him a little bounce there, but that time out of respect. What a save by General.
Jemima dishes it back in front. Bones trying to hold on to this one. Goes around the back. Tried to beat it back in front. He couldn't do it. Again, 6 cents. Dangerous moves here. Fogg not able to pick that one up. And again, just the unfortunate turn of events for 6 cents at the blue line. Just not able to put these passes together at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, those are two really good stretch pass opportunities for 6 cents. They just got hit with a bit of misfortune. I mean, Vaporize kind of getting caught in that animation, and right there, the puck just bouncing off of Fogg's skate.
Chance here now for Bree, looking for space. He'll drop it back, trying to get Vaporize the opportunities to lead the rush. Fogg looking for the space to send it down low, and he's able to. Back in front, Fogg just can't get a hold of that one. MP7 recovers and dishes it back to the point. Vaporize looking for space all along the blue line right now, taking a tour. Not able to find the play. Dupes is able to recover and quickly get it back into the zone here for 6th. The opportunity, though, going to waste. They recover a puck yet again off a turnover to the one-time attempt. Fogg tried to find John Bree, and he just wasn't able to do so. We'll see what BBB can do on the counterattack. And then, unfortunately for them, the answer is not much. Another offside call here. I've lost track of how many we've had in the early stages.
That's at least 3 or 4. That time, K-Cut trying to do what he does best and lead the rush, kind of weaving through the entire team. Unable to do so. A good job by 6 cents. What a saucer pass for them to gain.
Great outlet pass to Bree. Drop back. Shot on. Chance in front. Puck still loose, but recovered by K-Cut around the back. So a good job there by Perry in the early stages here. As you see the tie-up. End up with the opportunity for 6 cents. Again, it just doesn't go. But doing a good job of getting these opportunities once they're established into the zone. It's just been getting into the zone that has been their problem. As Desi not able to hold on to that one. Fogg the opportunity. Vaporize on the pinch all the way down, but not able to make the most of it. You can tell just how hungry he is. See BBB again go for the dump and chase. Bones is there. Can't come up with it, though. Vaporize has it. About 3.5 minutes to play here now in the first period of Game 4. Again, BBB with a 2-1 series lead. Vaporize again, can't find his way into the zone. Couple of quick passes here for BBB. Bones, the chance, he's tripped, and it will be a penalty shot, Sin. Huge moment here for BBB to take the lead.
Well, there's no one you'd want to take it more right there. So used to clutch situations.
Bones scores on the backhand. Sin, you called it. Nobody would want more in that opportunity. Bones delivers. BBB have the 1-0 lead.
You know, that takes me back to NHL 13-14 with him doing his shootout commentaries there on YouTube. No stranger to those moments. Puts his team ahead now. 1-0 since. They've been doing so good before that. They're going to have to battle back and try to even this one up before period ends.
See what they can do here. And again, shut down at the blue line. K-Cut, a little bit of space to work with. He'll dish it back. A couple of quick passes now. The final minute of play here in the first period. A chance for either team to get another offensive opportunity, and Sin, it will be BBB, who's the more likely of the two to do so. Didn't see who took the trip there. If I'm not mistaken, it's Dukes, the left defenseman, to the box. So a huge face-off here, won by MP7, a crucial win as Vaporize sends this down. BBB might have a chance here. MP7 able to recover this one. Opportunity on the half wall, can't kick it out, and that will do it for the first period of play. So the difference maker right now, a penalty shot from Bones that sees BBB up 1-0.
And BBB with the shot advantage, 6 cents, had the time on attack advantage. So they were really kind of looking for the quality over quantity. BBB more, you know, just trying to throw that puck on net and see what will happen. I mean, that's never too bad of a strategy. They do have the lead because of it and will have power play time moving into the second period. But that's a big momentum boost. That penalty shot putting them on top. And interestingly enough, 6 cents the ones to kind of be going to the box early in the regular season. They had the 5th fewest penalty minutes, and it was BBB with some of the most. I believe they had the 4th most, so kind of breaking the trend here to see 6 cents go into the box early, but BBB, let's see if they can capitalize on it.
Indeed, we will. We'll see what happens here. Again, K-Cut in possession early on. A chance for BBB to add to the lead. Brought back to the point. A little bit of space to work with. Takes the hit. K-Cut look to step up. Opportunity again as the pass is thrown in front. Intercepted. 6 cents. A chance here short-handed. Fog trying to find the space and not able to make the most of it. But now down to just 35 seconds on the man advantage for BBB. They're onside here. Bones back in front for Jemima. Just couldn't find the pass. Shot on and a save by General. Having trouble with the forecheck. Bones trying to fend off the pressure. He drives the net. Just not able to get a shot off. Can 6 cents take the moment, the opportunity, and again, the miscommunication at the blue line cost them. Drop pass, shot. The rebound was there as well. Just doesn't go as Dupes couldn't help, I guess, but mistime it at the blue line. Frustrating to see that from here, Sin. I gotta imagine they feel frustrated as well with the amount of near offside calls that have cost them opportunities.
Yeah, and unfortunately in that case, it was the back checker of BBB who kind of bumped him offsides. It really threw off 6 cents on that break-in.
Chance here for Bree as he sauces it across, but Bones was there to pick that one off. BBB can do on the counterattack. Bones here has it again. Tests him short side. Denied on the opportunity. Bones so aggressive on the forecheck right now. Fog has this one. Hits MP7. Tries to protect. He can't do so. The defense there as Desi takes his time. See where he's able to go with it. Tried to find Bones. Unable to do so. Another offside call. Not really that surprising at this point, is it?
No, I mean, teams are trying to, get that jump and, take things, go for those, lower percentage plays, but with the higher, higher reward factor right there. And that was the same thing with Desi Sauce right there. Normal pass would have been the safer option, but he's trying to hit Bones, with some speed, just didn't work out. And on the flip side, I think it was Vaporized trying to jump that play, just couldn't do it.
Puck dumped in again and fought on for behind the net. 6 cents come up with this one. We'll see what they can do here on this rush attempt. They're going to be going to the power play here. Vaporized tried to cut back, ran out of space at the blue line, so they'll be forced to reset. With 6 cents going to the man advantage here on this next touch-up. If there is one on net, shot scores! John Bree is able to pick up the rebound. Who needs a power play, Sin? 6 cents have tied this game up at 1.
That was just a sick display of precision skating there from Vaporize. He got the break in, held the line, just going back and forth with his stick handling, slowly but surely weaving his way through the defense of BBB. And I think he was trying to pass it towards the, the front of the net. Bit of a happy mistake, or perhaps on purpose. It bounces off of Paralyzer's pads, and you said it. John Bree cleaning up the trash there. Tie game here in the second period.
See what happens here and whether or not they're able to capitalize from that moment. Chance in front. BBB nearly struck back. Jemima has had a couple of close calls. She wasn't able to find the back of the net on that one. Chance again here for John Bree. Looks to cut back. Dishes it down low. Dupes is there. Tried to get it back in front. Not able to find the space. We'll see here. K-Cut, a little bit of room to work now for BBB. Takes the hit at the line. Couldn't make the play. Stretch pass from Bree to Fog. Doesn't find its intended target. They try the quick out, missed time, so a big offensive zone draw here for 6 cents coming up.
Yeah, we'll see if MP7 can get this win and they can establish that attack. They've done a good job when they've gotten it into the zone of getting their cycle game going. We'll see if BBB can have a response for that or just outright win the draw.
Bones comes up with it on the tie-up. BBB on the counterattack. He'll send it hard around. Jemima's there to recover. Back down around all the way to the point. Desi has it. Shot deflects wide. Covered in the zone by K-Cut. Can't hold on to it. Jemima tried to find Bones. K-Cut's there, still fighting for it, and covered. General able to squeeze the pads and stop that one from finding its way in. But another close moment there for BBB off of a 6 cents turnover.
Yeah, man. Sometimes I don't know how these goalies stand just so cool, calm, and collected in the crease. That's a scary moment with just 3 bodies driving the puck towards you, but he hangs in there and gets the cover there between his legs.
A little bit of trouble there for Vaporize, but he's able to find his way out of it. Chance now for Bree. Again, trying to break down the BBB trap game at the blue line. We've seen 6 cents struggle even without BBB being set up as Bree takes a big hit, unable to make the play. Good puck protection. Bones is denied on the shot. Great job there by General to track that one, but BBB looking so dangerous on the counterattack, Sin.
Yeah, I don't think Bones got the one-time look he was looking for. Kind of delay on the shot, but nonetheless, General has been great in his reactions of covering those one-timers from the circles.
Face off one-timer into the mixer. Deflects all the way behind the net. Still recovered in front. Opportunity. Another chance for Bones. He couldn't get all of it, but he gets all of that one. He picks the corner. BBB regained the lead. It's Bones with his second of the game. Not much General could do on that one.
Absolutely not. He made one or two tremendous saves before that puck even crossed the line and Bones recovered. I mean, 6 Cents got to do a bit better job of trying to box out and clear the trash from in front of their net, but nonetheless, BBB regaining the lead. Just excellent tenacity by their forward group on that play.
Bones picks that one up. Jemima sends it back to the point. Opportunity, shot, deflection, chance, still fought on for. Good chance there for Sitful in front as K-Cut put that one on goal. BBB still looking to be the more dangerous of the two teams at this point in time. Again, BBB with a 2-1 series lead in this best of 7. Score 2-1 as well as Desi throws one on, stopped by General. And another penalty coming up. This one going to be to K-Cut. The aggressive pinch at the line there goes to the half wall. Huge opportunity for 6 Cents.
Yeah, that was just a bit of a... He was trying to poke that puck down, into the zone to try to keep it alive, but unfortunately there he hit nothing but skate and will end up in the box. A huge chance for 6 Cents to tie this game up again.
Vaporize has it again at the point. Slap shot on, deflection, but a chance. Secondary opportunity. Still alive again. Off the traffic in front. Fought on for, recovered by Bones. They're looking to set up MP7 in front there on the deflection bid. Just didn't come to fruition. 50 seconds to go now on the man advantage as Vaporize the big spin, but not able to time it. Dog had a bit of space to work with there if it was onside sin. Just 1:05 to go here in the second period. Still a chance, though, for either side to really turn the tides of this game.
Yeah, and there's been some great looks from 6 Cents so far. I mean, after that deflection big, they tried to go backdoor. Jemima picked it off. Perfect positioning as he does again there and creates the breakout, buying some time, and should kill off the rest of this penalty. And he's bouncing back there.
Great job there by Bones to take away that extra bit of time. 10 seconds to go. Fogg's going to recover this one. Back to Vaporize. The one-timer deflection bit. Puck's still loose on the line and covered by Paralyzer. How did that not find its way into the back of the goal? Fogg not able to put it home. May have died on a bit of snow there, or perhaps the invisible wall. Still a chance, though, with 2.6 to go. MP7 can't win it. And Sin, 6 Cents, perhaps just a little bit unlucky to be down by 1 here heading into the third period.
Yeah, I mean, they're not generating a whole ton of shots. You could see, kind of the difference in strategies there. BBB trying to pepper General with shots. 6 Cents more looking for those higher quality chances. Very similar time on attack. But right now, BBB with the distinct win in faceoffs too. That's definitely helping them, especially there on the penalty kill, to kind of get those clears when they need them and get the puck out of the zone. I've really liked Sitful's work in the defensive zone, especially in the faceoff circle. But so, I mean, 6 Cents, I think they got to put a few more shots on. I like that last one. They kind of launched the puck. Looked like a pinball machine, just bouncing around until it eventually died right next to the goal line, and Paralyzer got the cover. But a scary moment. A few more of those chances, they might bury one. So take a few more shots if you're 6 Cents, I think.
Bones comes up with this one. Trying to find Jemima in front. Bones still fighting for this one. So aggressive on the forge deck, but 6 Cents survived that one. Again, both goals for BBB in this game scored by Bones. Jemima, though, his winger partner, has had some great opportunities. Vaporize dishes it down low. Fogg's there now around the back. Good puck movement here from 6 Cents. Slap shot deflects wide. Vaporize trying so desperately to get those shots in on target. MP7 picks this one up in front into the mixer. Recovered again. Can they get a shot off? The answer is no, as ultimately BBB will survive that particular threat, but now the answer is, can they turn it into an attack of their own? They find a way through. Bit of space. Bree there to help fend him off. Bones recovers it. Has a few options here. Down in the corner. Sends it back down low. Recovered by K-Cut. Room to work with chance. Tried to pick the corner. Stopped well by General. Puck loose in front. K-Cut still there. Jemima robbed by the glove of General. Another huge save as Jemima just cannot find the back of the net in this one, Sid.
General has just been on top of these one-time chances. Tremendous effort on these saves.
Huge face-off here, MP7 and Sipful, and MP7 comes up with it in the defensive zone. 6 minutes gone. Big chance for Jemima that just couldn't get the tape to it. As Dupes tries to dish it off. Loose puck. Recovered by Desi. Finds Bones, but has a bit of trouble with MP7. Some bone-on-bone violence there. Dupes shot. Doesn't find its way through as clean as he wanted it to. Perry's able to find that one and make the cover. So a big offensive zone draw here for 6 cents.
Yeah, and you know what? They need this win right here. They need to keep BBB in their zone. Too often has BBB been able to neutralize the threat by getting it out, and they do it once again. Tremendous on the draw is Sitful in this game.
He's been spectacular. Has the puck now. Takes the hit from Bree, who recovers it. 6 cents trying to find their way through, unable to do so. K-Cut, a little bit of trouble to deal with. Finds a way through. 3-on-2 developing here for BBB. Jemima now drops it back. On the back, Bones, it's picked off. Great job by Dupes to read the play. 10:40 remaining here in regulation. Again, BBB up 2-1, not only in this game, but in this best of 7. Dupes throws it in front, he scores! Spectacular play there as Dupes throws it in front. Fogg's able to pick it up before it hits the pads. He has a wide open net to shoot at Sin. He's not going to miss that one. He stays hot. We're tied at 2.
Yep, and that's exactly what 6 cents need as the time was sort of, beginning to become an issue here as they approach the halfway point. But he gets the big tying marker for his team, exactly what they needed. And this one, these two teams so tightly matched up. 2 out of the 3 first games went to overtime. We may be in for another one right here, but BBB may have something to say about that.
Let's see how they respond. Not able to gain the line cleanly. Good chance now for 6th in response. Vaporize takes his time, finds Fog. He'll wait as well. Looking for that guaranteed clean entry here. Don't have to play with as much with as much of a hectic energy. Although they do dump the puck in. Fog will give chase. He comes up with it. Around the back now again. On net. Paralyzer's there. And able to make the save. It was Bree looking past it front. Nearly passed it into the goal. 7.5 to play here, Sin. Another crucial face-off.
Yep, if 6 cents, they really need to come up with a win here, as I said before. Try to get some pressure. But again, wow, just Sitful. Unreal job on the face-off, especially in the D zone.
A tremendous job. Let's see if BBB can take advantage of it. K-Cut sends it in, but over the glass. Too much power. The thumbs. The thumb game's in. One of the best set of thumbs in the business. Bit too much power on that one, though. Face-off here at center. 6:46 on the clock. As 6 cents will come up with this one. Bree drops it back. Let's see if MP7 can find his way through. Vaporize does. He gets around Bones. Takes the hit, though. Wins it back on a stick lift and sends it low. John Bree fighting for it in the corner. K-Cut having a bit of trouble looking for that outlet. Bree comes up with it as Fog just not able to get that shot on. Good momentum here, all things considered for 6 cents, but we'll see what Jemima can do now for BBB. Bones is going to get this one in the corner. Quickly back to the point. One-timer. Big kick saved by General. Have to come up big at points in this game. Under 4 minutes to play now. Vaporize tried to work it up the Fog. The defense was there, though. Looking BBB doing response. Jemima takes the hit, but he does make the play. Good move by Sitful, but the double team pressure was a bit too much. MP7 dropping it back to his winger. Bree looking to find space. He'll send it around. Fog's going to be there. Uncontested for at least as long as it took to get rid of it. Chance now for Dupes. Sends it back down low. Good movement here from 6 cents. Just not able to take advantage of it. K-Cut's pass. Intercepted. Final minute to go. Or final minute to play here. In regulation, 55 seconds to go. Call it what you will. I call it an opportunity for 6 to steal this one. Shot on. Parried away by Paralyzer. Now again at the point. Vaporize. Couple of quick passes. Puck loose in the corner. Dupes will step up to corral it. Opportunity. Shot blocked. Thought he had a chance to shoot himself. Elected for Fog to do it for him. Vaporize takes the hit. Big play here. Just out of the reach of Bones.
Oh, no.
General plays it out. Bones trips him. It's going to be a 6 cents power play. What a turn of events, Sin.
Ow, man. His eyes must have been lighting up right there seeing General playing the puck. He tries to poke it off him, but unfortunately takes a penalty. Huge opportunity from MP7 to win this draw. He does.
He does. Vaporize, looking for space. Has Dupes at the point. Chance tried to pick the corner, blocked down. Jemima might try to make a run of this. Has help on the wing. Sauces it across. General's able to pick it up. He plays it out. Final 15 to go. The rush from Fog. drops it back to the point now. Vaporized, looking, waiting, blocked down in front. K-Cut collects it. He sends it out. Sin, I don't know what it is, buddy, but we always seem to attract the overtime games. Game 4, deadlocked at 2 at the end of regulation. We have some overtime hockey coming up.
Well, it just seemed like it was meant to be between these two teams, but Sixth Sense really started to take over the possession game at the end. That seems to be the play style that they want to go with. It's working out for them. They're able to get the tie, but now they're kind of coming into BBB's arena. This is where BBB has been so strong so far in the playoffs. 2-0 in regular season, 6-0. I mean, all throughout the course of this NACL, they have been perfect. Something's got to give, or does it? Perhaps BBB is once again able to pull the rabbit out of the hat, but before they can think about ending this one, they've got to kill off the remainder of this penalty.
Sin, you talked about it. BBB 6-0 in overtime games in the regular season. They are 6-0 in overtime games in the playoffs as well. Let's see how this one plays out. Vaporized at the point. Chance tried to send it back to Dupes. Miscommunication. Down to 1 minute now on the man advantage. We'll see how they respond here with this rush. Chance for Vaporized to find space. He does. Loses it for a moment. Desi was there to defend. Vaporized still looking for space. Holds on to it. A little bit of trouble with Jemima. Dupes trying to hold on to it. Still loose. Jemima comes up with it. Little bit of space. Can he find a way through? Back in front. Saved by General. He's forced to cover as we're back to 5-on-5. Huge moment there for BBB, nearly winning it as the penalty expired. That sets up a gigantic face-off here. Let's see how it plays out. Again, won by Sixth Sense, doing a great job in this really last half of the game is MP7, kind of getting that game back. At least with Sixth Sense coming up with the puck. So we'll see what Vaporize can do. He can't find his way through. Bones with a little bit of space, still fighting for it. Fog tried to hit MP7 quickly. He couldn't do it. Bones recorrals the puck. Shot on. Smothered by General. No rebound there whatsoever.
Well, Generals keep making the save that he needs to make right here, giving his team a chance. I really like the Sixth Sense when they have the zone, but BBB loves to pepper the puck onto the net.
See what happens here on another crucial draw. Tie up here. Sixth Sense come up with it. Fog tries to work his way through a minefield in the neutral zone. Six still in possession, though. MP7 shot on, blocked down. BBB doing such a great job of limiting the shots that actually end up on net. Airlizer hasn't been tested that often. Chance here for Fog, finds a bit of space. MP7, though, will be forced to drop back. See if he can find his way through. Dupe sends it over into the corner. Bree has it back over, blocked down by Desi yet again. Rush developing for BBB. Jemima tries to send it down low, but they've seen that play before. Taken away. See again now, Sixth Sense can survive that forechecking pressure. Sipful steps up, mistimed on the contact there. As Sim, we're going to see a timeout from Sixth Sense. Interesting time for it.
Yeah, kind of curious to see. Maybe their bars are just so low they want to kind of, don't want to put themselves in a rough situation here by taking this time out. They want to get their, stamina bars back in order and keep up, some of the momentum that they have gained here, as you said, in the second half of this game. But BBB still has an incredibly strong counterattack, and they're definitely going to be looking to get that going and find those opportunities to put one by General.
Again, the crucial face-off here. Let's see how this goes. We get ready for puck drop yet again. Third straight overtime between these two teams. Who's going to walk away with the victory? BBB a chance to be within one win of moving on to the final. Sixth Sense a chance to tie it. They had a moment there where it looked like it might have happened. Jemima there shut down at the blue line. Here comes Sixth Sense yet again. Vaporize over the red line. Let's see what he can do. Can he find the space? Selects to pass to MP7, but again, mistimed. Sin, is it more of the miscommunication between Sixth Sense or just that the BBB squad does such a great job of patrolling the blue line that you kind of have to take the risk on those passes?
I think it's a little bit of both. I think they may be a bit jumpy. They want to gain that zone cleanly, and BBB at the same time is doing a great job of holding the line.
Bones in the corner looking for space. Finds Jemima. He'll dish it all the way back to K-Cut. A little bit of space, a little bit of time to work. Desi, K-Cut, save! May have hit the side of the net, actually. K-Cut recovers it, still fighting for it. Can he maintain control? He can't. 3-on-2 here for 6 cents. All three forwards are up. Fogg drops back to MP7. Looks to work his way through. A little bit of a tour of the zone here. MP7 still has it before losing it. Back to Bones. BBB on the counter. Desi with a bit of space. Cuts inside. Shot on. Deflects wide. Bones throws it back in front, but MP7 was there to recover it as well. Free. Looking for the space. Gains the zone. Can he find his way through? Bit of trouble. Vaporize. Blocked in front. 6 cents still recover, though. Vaporize looking. Shot on again. Deflects. Great job by the BBB squad to get into these shooting lanes. A phenomenal display. A phenomenal defensive display. As they say, defense wins championships. We'll see if that's the case. Space for Sitful. Back in front. Couldn't find Bones. Jemima recovers. Shot. Save by General. 4:09 to play here in overtime. Dare I say one, Sin?
Yeah, I mean, it could easily go to a second one here, the way these two teams are playing. It's so close yet so far, but as it stands, one little bounce can happen and end it.
He's shot, parried away by General. Recovered, though, on the half wall. K-Cut looking for space. Has options. Down in the corner now around to Jemima. Bones has it. Tries to test the short side. Puck still loose, but recovered by 6 cents. They drop it back. Bit of trouble here, but a delayed call on BBB. I don't know if that was K-Cut stepping up again. Big hit there from Jemima as well. 6 cents can't get it out of their own zone right now, but have an opportunity on the delayed call. The big stretch past MP7 doesn't go. So Sam, we had seen it earlier, and indeed it was K-Cut. The opportunity for 6 cents. Looked like they were going to have a power play chance. They ultimately didn't need it. They do go back to the man advantage here, though. They're 0 for 2 tonight. Not a single registered shot. Dupes with a bit of space. Back in front. Vaporize. Slap shot blocked in front yet again. Chance there. Still fought on for. Can't come up with it. 6 cents have it. In front. Loose puck. Still having trouble clearing, but Bones is finally able to get a piece of it. It's in the crucial factor here. It's a slow final 2 minutes here in overtime.
Yeah, I was just going to mention that 6 cents have all the time in the world to try to capitalize on this power play.
Vaporize, D-to-D pass to Dupes. Back again. Vaporize, shot deflection, bid. MP7 couldn't get the full piece of it there. Opportunity stopped. Loose puck still fought on for. Fogg has it yet again. Excuse me. Dupes now gets it off the pass. We'll see what he can do with it. Throws it on. Blocked in front yet again. MP7 the wraparound bid, and Paralyzer's there and able to make the cover. 58 seconds to go, Sin, in this overtime.
It's too much time. If you're BBB, this is just too much time to spend on the penalty kill. It's getting rough down there. They're getting hemmed in. Sitful needs this face-off win. He can't get it.
Good chance for Vaporize again. Now Dupe. Shot. Loose puck in front. Now out to the corner. Covered again by Fogg. Looking for space. Passes across. Great defense there by Jemima. As Sitful will look to lead this one out. Might try to make an attack of it. Has space down in the corner. Sitful nearly one-man armying this. Kicked back out to Bones, but crucial time off the clock. Bones not able to send that one all the way down, though. Chance on the counterattack for 6, but defended well by Desi. Opportunity now for Vaporize. Looking. It's Dupes. Has options. Looking. Vaporize doesn't go. Great opportunity, though. MP7 back in front. The opportunity for Fogg. They're getting the chances. They just can't find the back of the net. Vaporize holds this one in. Takes the hit from Bones. Fogg's there yet again to keep it in. Vaporize shot blocked in front. Loose puck fought on for. Sitful has it, but he is out of time. Sin, double overtime is on the menu. How do you prefer? Are we thinking like a medium rare here, or wow? How much longer? How much longer do we have to cook this sumbitch? Double overtime coming up.
Wow, I mean, I had to remind myself to breathe there. What a power play from 6 cents, but an even better penalty kill from BBB. I mean, just the grit and determination from them, getting in the shooting lanes when they needed to, keeping the puck out, trying to get those clears when they could, and the ever calm and great presence of Paralyzer between the pipes, making those saves when he needed to. We see 6 cents' shot total shooting up there. in the end, mostly to do with that power play. I mean, they were really trying to get those shots on and just peppering Paralyzer, but he came up with the saves he needed. And half the time it was, BBB getting in the lanes, whether it was Sitful, Jemima, Desi Bones, doesn't matter. They were all getting in on the action, and that's what we need, a total team effort right there. And they stave off disaster and live to see this overtime too. But in this one, they're going to have to try to stay out of the box, especially if it gets down to those final couple minutes.
Here we go, Sin, double overtime. A little bit of time left for BBB to kill on the penalty. All 5 seconds, so we are back to 5-on-5. K-Cut, another trip to the box, but it doesn't cost his team. 6 cents now, 0 for 3 on the power play in this game. Desi finds Bones, bit of space to work with. Shot on, rebounds there for Jemima. Bones fighting for it as well, but Dupes was able to come up with it. Spree will drop it back. 6 cents. Going to take their time. Again, you have to. Trying to find those gaps, just not able to do so on that attempt. Jemima has it now for BBB. Looking for the space, tries to cut in, not able to force his way through. We'll see again what 6 cents can do. Able to tie this game up. Again, Bones with both goals for BBB. Fog having a great game. Chance here for John Bree. Tried to pick the corner. Paralyzer with the stop. Dupes throws one on. Another stop for Perry. Fog on the half wall. Gets it back to Vaporize. He had it. He had it, but he didn't trust it, Sin. A little bit of a twitch there. Cost him. Face off back in the neutral zone.
Yeah, I know that feeling all too well. You think you need to reset, then you hold the line, but it's just too late. Your guy's already moving, and you just feel like a fool taking it out by yourself. What a face-off play to get vaporized, the zone entry, though.
Shot on, and another save by Perry, getting tested a bit more. Fog has it in the corner, looking for options. Finds Bree, takes the hit, though, from K-Cut. He comes up with possession. Desi now will take his time, see what BBB look to do here on this breakout. See 6 cents, inviting the pressure. Send it around the back again. The play is not there. Papers and Dupes have been all over it. BBB take another penalty. Fog able to time that one well. Chance for MP7. Back to Fog! He scores! Who needs a power play? 6 cents for the second time in the game. Score with the opportunity to go on the man advantage. Who needs it? Sin, we have a tie series at 2 games apiece. 6 cents take this one by the score of 3-2.
Just what a play right there. And, once again, BBB taking a penalty. And, I don't even think they put the extra man out there. Just 6 cents taking that opportunity of a free play, essentially, and burying it right there. Great pass to Fog there in the slot, who's been their go-to guy. He continues to be that, giving them the all-important series tie. And as we mentioned, BBB, perfect in overtime so far in the season. Something had to give, or were they going to keep it going? They kept flirting with potential disaster, and in this case, it catches up to them. The series is all knotted up here at 2 games apiece.
Now, for those who are hoping for a shorter series, we hate to disappoint you. It is now tied at 2 games apiece. Again, a best of 3 from this point forward. These 2 teams battling to make it to the championship round, the finals against number 1 seed Vertigo, and we'll see if they are able to make it at the end of the day, Sin. Again, thank you very much for joining us, everybody. We hope you enjoyed that first game. Don't go anywhere. We still got a lot more on deck for you. If that first game is anything to go off of, Sin, how's a nice little double overtime to get everybody right back into the spirit of this series?
Well, that's a perfect way to start it off. As we mentioned, just how close these teams were matched up, their seeding in the regular season, how they've gone so far. 3 out of the 4 games in this series have gone to overtime. You can't get much closer than that when it's between these 2 teams, and it just seems like every single person on the team has, some sort of opposite, Fog versus Jemima, K-Cut versus Vaporize, General versus Paralyzer. It's just such a tight matchup, and the duels are real, and you can see they're feeling it. They're feeling it out there, and that's one thing I really like about the North American side. As I saw, K-Cut lay a massive hit check, bounces on the guy just a little quickly. Jemima, bouncing when he makes a hit, or if General makes a save on him that he probably thought he should have got. You got to love the attitude and kind of the the personality is really showing through here in such a high pressure, matchup too. That's the beauty here of Sixes Esports, and we love it. Give me more.
Absolutely. Well, Sin, the good thing is, you're going to get more. And again, it's not really all that surprising to see these two teams going head-to-head as they are. As again, second and third seed in the postseason, you would expect a battle like this. But again, only one can move on to take on our number one seed, Vertigo. They await the winner. We'll see how this one plays out. Again, a best of 7 series. So we have at least 2 more games on deck for you. We're going to see how this one plays out. So, Sin, as we set the stage for Game 5 in this series, I want to talk about BBB and really what they need to look to do to get the series back under control at this point. And I have a feeling we're going to agree on this. I think it begins and ends with their discipline.
Definitely. I mean, 2 of the goals were scored on delay penalties. I mean, 1, it's an anomaly. 2, it's, a pattern developing, if not, just a bit of coincidence. But we've talked about it every single time we've covered them. Their discipline has been a factor. Bones even said in our playoff challenge show during his interview, we need to be careful. We need to try to stay out of the box. It's kind of their Achilles heel throughout this. And in that case, it led to the game-winning goal. Not a power play situation, but it led to that game-winning goal with the last minute of the first OT. They survived on the penalty kill, but that's, all the time that, Sixth Sense was in their zone, peppering them and, wearing them down, and BBB unable to get it out. And, with a depleted stamina bar, you can't really counterattack. So you're really taking yourself out of the game in so many situations when you're taking that many penalties. So I'd like to, they're really going to have to try here in Game 5 to get out of that, because other than that, I loved the game from them. I think they had great opportunities. General made some huge saves, but yeah, discipline a key factor. And, if they could beat General a couple more times, they're in great shape here in Game 5.
Absolutely. As you mentioned, Sixth Sense 0 for 3 on the man advantage. But again, that takes away the offensive opportunities for BBB and having to try to kill off those penalties. Intrigued to see how it goes. If I'm not mistaken as well, Sin, that really was the difference maker, because Sixth Sense, I believe, only had 4 registered shots heading into that third period. So all in all, just it goes to show just how damaging the lack of discipline was, but also how good BBB have been in terms of, protecting the shooting lanes. They need to continue to do that. If I'm not mistaken as well, nearly every penalty was taken on the forecheck. Of course, BBB's forecheck is overbearing at times, but sometimes you can get caught. And ultimately they got caught, and you could say that is exactly what cost them that game. So you live by the aggressive game, you die by the aggressive game. I don't think we'll see them change it up too much. It's just a matter of not taking the penalties as a a thing to look at, a real key to success, some might say. But of course, we already had keys for success, and again, Nick and Drew did a fantastic job. As you get a look at the top 10 skaters now here in this postseason, Fog is leading the way, 25 points in 9 games, and of course, you see the 2 right behind them on Vertigo. They are awaiting the winner. Sin, the good thing is, we're not awaiting anymore. It is time. Game 5 is upon us. Let's see who's going to take the advantage into Game 6. The opportunity to end this series. It's a best of 3 from this point on, as you get a look at BBB in those lovely, lovely Play of the Month jerseys. And we'll see how this one plays out, Sin. Let's get down to business. Do you have a prediction? Or Sixth Sense going to be able to continue this momentum?
I have a prediction. We'll probably see overtime again. That's my prediction.
For the sake of my voice, I certainly hope not. But at the end of the day, the adrenaline kicks in, and you love to see competitive games between 2 great teams. So I don't think I'd complain, as Dukes sends this one in early on, recovered by Bree. Loose puck in front, still fought on for. Bree had another opportunity at it, just wasn't able to get it. Big step up there by Vaporize, as the puck again in the circle, tries to throw one on. Blocked in front by Sipfel, and again, Sim, we talked about it. BBB shutting down those lanes. Sipfel does such a great job in helping out his defense and getting in front of those, as Bones not able to keep that one onside. So we'll have another early face-off here in the neutral zone. Great job, though, as we talked about the face-off battle. Sipfel and MP7, like an ever-changing battle on the dot. as Sipfel is able to win that one clean. We'll see what Desi can do here. Not able to time it. Sim, place your bets. Who's going to win this next draw? And are we going to have, what's the over-under on face-offs? Did we get the line set before Game 5?
I think it's got to be at least 20, especially with how these teams are trying to finesse their way to the blue line through heavy traffic, and it just not working out at all times. Sitful with another big face-off win.
See what happens here as they try to find their way in. K-Cut brings it back, takes his time. For that bit of space, he'll dump it in. Jemima with a bit of a step, but again, K-Cut. The thumbs are just too strong, Sid. Sends it over the glass again.
Now, that can often happen if you're charging up a pass, so maybe he's not quite canceling it in time to get the dump away, and that can often send your dump a little bit farther there, not able to hit the top of the glass to provide, a chance for his team. There's a nice one. Nice chop.
Very nice chop there. Always nice when we both look to call it the same thing, because that's how you know it was a pretty good play. Bones drops that one back. K-Cut shot blocked down in front. Recovered by Dupes, able to feed Bree here. He'll try to get past K-Cut. He does well in defense. MP7 loses it there. Bones still fighting for it. Has it in the corner. And somehow comes away with it. MP7 and Fog were right there. Here come BBB. Sipfel looking for space. Finds Jemima back for Bones. Read extremely well by Vaporized, however. Let's see what Sixth Sense are do. Fog, a little bit of space here. Has options. Sends it back down low to John Bree. Now MP7 again. Shot on. Can't pick the corner of Paralyzer. Sin, you had a point you wanted to make.
No, I was just going to say Vaporize, more than just an offensive threat. His defensive awareness is off the charts. I mean, reading that play and getting the intercept, perfect positioning.
See what Sixth Sense can do here after shutting them down on the blue line. Great job by Fog, but poked away. That was Sipfel again, helping out in defense. Jemima finds Sipfel. He gains the blue line, but not for long. Recovered here. Jemima for Sipfel, blocked down in front. Great job there by Sixth Sense in response. Showing off their defensive acumen themselves. Great job there by K-Cut to help out, but he turns it over. Chance here, MP7 for Dupes. One-timer finds its way on target, but Paralyzer was there. Sixth Sense again looking for the bomb of a shot from Vaporize. It just doesn't pay off on that one, Sid.
Yeah, and I do like that there's taken a lot more shots here early on. They kind of had a slow build up to it before, and while BBB is excellent at blocking shots, if you're Sixth Sense, you can't let that discourage her. Keep trying to find those spaces and keep trying to fire that puck on the net for those rebounds.
Cut dumps this one in. Bones fighting for it. Big hit there on Fog. Shot, deflection, bed, scores! Jemima finally opens up the scoring. He's had a couple of opportunities so far in this broadcast, and he finds the back of the net on that one.
Yeah, it's not those one-timers he's so fond of. It's a gritty goal in front of the net, taking it off the rebound, throwing it home on the backhand, an early lead again for BBB. What they're going to need to do now is try to build on it. They can't sit back here.
Chance here for Jemima yet again, just couldn't work his way through. MP7 recovers. Let's see how Sixth Sense respond after giving up the first goal of the game. Chance here for John Bree. Now back to the point. Dupes is there. Can't pick the corner. Paralyzer left that one open a little bit, but he doesn't pay for it. Pass over again, and a little bit of contact at the blue line sends BBB offside. 4:01 remaining here in the first period of Game 5. Again, this best-of-7 series tied at 2 games apiece. See what happens here again in this continually evolving face-off situation. As Fog's able to chase that one down. Now back to the point for Sixth Sense. Dukes able to find John Bree back in front. Shot on. Stopped by Paralyzer. Vaporize quickly sends it back down. Miscommunication, but they don't pay for it. MP7 back to the point. Shot on. Fog not able to get the most of it. 2-on-1 here for BBB. Bones has Sipfel with them. Can't make the pass in. That is a damn fine penalty from Vaporize, if I do say so myself.
Absolutely. That's the perfect time to take a penalty. That was almost a 3-on-1 with 2 guys coming down the center and the left side, our left of the ice. And wow, just great. I mean, if there's ever a good penalty to take, that's it. No real-time minute, no nothing, and it resets the play.
BBB didn't get too many chances on the power play in Game 4. Let's see what they're able to do here. Sixth Sense cleared the zone, 1:15 to go. Not able to find his way through. Jemima, though, holds on to it. K-Cut looking, has options. Goes back to Jemima at the point. Now it's Desi looking for space. Tried to go back to K-Cut. He's able to hold the line. Bit of trouble there. Great job by Fogg in defense. 20 seconds. Clock ticking down fast. Extremely helpful for 6 cents here. Sipfel trying to work his way through. Now it's K-Cut looking for space. Takes the hit. 3 seconds to go. 6 cents clear. So Sin, BBB, off the back of taking the L in Game 4, respond by really, I guess you could say, winning the first period here. The lone goal, Jemima able to find the back of the net. Only 5 registered shots between the two teams, though.
Yeah, and that, that penalty by Vaporize is just looking like the perfect move to make. That's an experienced player right there, unafraid to take a penalty on a 2-on-1, 3-on-1 situation. And as you can see here from the power play and the penalty kill, 6 Cents is doing a great job of stuffing BBB's attempts here. We're getting another look at that goal. The deflection bounced up the chest of General and then back to the back end. We didn't get to see the whole thing, but maybe they're just looking at what happened there. But nonetheless, a bit of carryover time on the power play here from BBB. I wish they would have pulled the trigger a few more times there on the power play.
Let's see what happens here. We're back to 5-on-5. 6 Cents survive. Try to work their way back into this. Get on the board for the first time in this game. A little bit of trouble there for Dupes and John Bree on that left-hand side. Another face-off here in the neutral zone. Sim, one of these games that really living up to the expectations, I would say, in terms of the neutral zone battle. So often we think it's going to be as strong of a neutral zone battle as you would think it is, and then a little bit more often it's a bit more free-flowing. This time, though, the battle of the blue lines has been extremely prominent, as we see a dump and chase attempt there for 6 Cents not go through. See what Desi's able to do here, looking to find a bit of space, and there you go, a turnover, but Bones is able to make the most of it, only for a brief moment, though. Vaporize. Finds MP7, bit of space, dishes back. Vaporize can't get the shot through as Dupes isn't able to hold it in. Good chance there, though, for 6 Cents. Just not able to make the most of it. Not often you'll get that much space, but the BBB defense able to recover quickly as this one off the top of the glass. Fogg still fighting for it, but Sipfel is there. Again, such a strong two-way player. He comes up with another one. Sent down around the back. Bones is going to get that one clean. He has options. Sipfel, I think I tried to go back to Bones there, wasn't able to do so. Bones is going to be able to win this one as it banks off the back of the net. Tried to kick it, can't do it. Vaporize is able to come up with it. Bones still there, though, in hot pursuit. John Bree avoids the contact from K-Cut. Banks it off the skate of Bones. See if they can win it back here on the forecheck. Not as aggressive as BBB in that aspect. As K-Cut takes his time. Still trying to cut out the passing lanes. Great job here, though, by BBB to take their time. Jemima, though, not able to hold on to it. We're quickly regathered here. We'll see what Jemima can do on this attempt. He gains the line. Turns it straight back over to 6 Cents. Bones with the hit, but not able to generate possession for his team. As Vaporize dishes it across. Chance here for MP7 as he recovers. A little bit of options on his hands, and Sin, yet again, a penalty for BBB after that shot goes wide. It's going to be an interference call, and it's going to be against Sipfel, if I'm not mistaken. This could be a huge face-off situation.
Yep, another hitting penalty there from BBB. They're really starting to get in trouble with their aggressiveness.
Vaporize over to Dupes. D passes. Dupes can't get it through. Bones is going to have a chance to do something here. K-Cut's coming with him. Bones tried to sauce it through. Second chance, he scores! Great defensive effort from Vaporize, but Bones did not give up on the play. Picks it up off the body and is able to bury that one. Huge shorthanded goal for BBB. It's now a 2-0 lead.
Yeah, just a great job there on the penalty kill to kind of drive the net. And as you said, not give up on the play. The second you see that puck get deflected, so easy to skate back.
Dupes tries to pick the corner. Shot just wide. 6 Cents need to take advantage of this opportunity. Bree doesn't shoot. Still has the puck. Vaporize looking. Tried to dish it in front for MP7. He couldn't get it. As Desi will send this one down. 35 seconds to go now on the man advantage. And another rush here. A little bit of traffic, a little bit of trouble, but they come up with it. Vaporize tried to sauce at MP7. He couldn't do it. Jemima was there. K-Cut able to clear. Nearly found Bones. He was unable to clear. MP7, the chance. Puck still loose. Still fighting for it. And it comes clean. Big slap pass opportunity. The chance. Scores! What a turn of events. It seemed as though 6 Cents had it, Sin. It looked like it was a guarantee that was going to find its way into the back of the BBB goal. Yet somehow, some way, they turn it around, and now they have a 3-0 lead. What a turn of events.
Wow, what a turn of events indeed. 6 Cents, you mentioned it. I think it was John Bree there, went for the extra pass instead of pulling the trigger. And then the puck was just kind of sitting there on the side of the net. And Paralyzer, an excellent move to kind of just butterfly slide a little bit more towards the post and push it out. And that created the transition there. And I believe it was Bones with that slap pass there. Perfectly timed entry by Sitful. And he somehow finds some space on the short side. It is 3-0. BBB and 6 Cents right now on the ropes.
And a fantastic goal there that we would have loved to have gotten a full look at. But, you know, what are you going to do about replays? All you can do is ask time and time again. But, you know, just doesn't happen. As 6 Cents will be going to the man advantage. Sin, this is a must-score opportunity here as Jemima will take a seat.
Absolutely. They really need this, and it all starts with a face-off. MP7, he's got to come up with this for his team.
Loose puck recovered there. K cut the opportunity. Maybe tried to take it for a little bit more of a walk than he should have. MP7 back to the point. D to D. Now back again. Vaporized shot. Does not go. Loose puck still being fought for. 6 Cents have it. Thrown across. Fog couldn't get it. They win it back. MP7's shot. Not able to get it off clean. K cut able to find Bones. Again, he'll coast for a second before sending it down. 50 seconds remaining here on the power play. And we'll see how it goes. I can absolutely expect to see replays. Kick rocks. Don't respond to the chat often, but I will never pass up an opportunity to tell somebody to kick rocks. That's, of course, my professional opinion. As 6 Cents here still have it. Vaporized down low in the corner. Shot in front, and a great save by Paralyzer. MP7 robbed by the glove. Great job there as the power play slowly winding down. We'll see what happens here, though. We are back to 5-on-5. Let's see how it goes here off this draw. Chance here again for Bree. Tries to throw it back in front. MP7 couldn't get the full shot off of that one. Vaporized, good step. Shot on, doesn't go. Second chance, blocker save by Paralyzer. Here come BBB in response. Jemima, though, the spin move to try and protect, and it just didn't pay off. Huge opportunity goes to waste there.
Yeah, the counterattack was looking pretty good. The offsides, unfortunately, puts a dagger in that. But speaking of daggers, that third goal, with the way this series has gone, could stand up to be that. But 6 Cents still have time. I really like their opportunities when they get into the zone. Maybe a few too many passes, but those in-tight one-timers can really work sometimes. 2-on-1 developing.
Jemima down low to Bones. Looking for space, circles back, tried to hit Jemima as he got back to his feet. He was unable to do so. Bones has it, backhand, doesn't go. Second chance, he banks it off the back. Simon Gagne, eat your heart out. BBB up 4-0. Never gave up on the play. Bones gets rewarded. Sin, it might be out of reach. Sin might be dead. He might be stunned. Stunned into silence. You never know what's going to happen on a live broadcast. You got to love it.
I am here.
Sin, what do you think?
Well, I mean, just tenacity. That's the name of the game for Bones so far. I mean, he has not quit on any of these plays. I mean, the first goal in the last game, this goal right here, shorthanded now. I mean, just that's what you need to do in the playoffs. That's what you have to do. You never give up. You keep pushing, and I like it. His team's up 3-0, and he's hungry for more.
Jemima's shot goes just wide at the end. They nearly found the back of the net again. BBB looking to be in fine form here in Game 5. Again, obviously the series tied at 2 games apiece. BBB just 20 minutes away from having a chance to seal the deal in Game 6. And what does 6 Cents have to do? Is there even a way to crawl back?
I mean, you could see the possession in their favor once again, but it's those shots. I mean, they've been trying to take them. BBB has done a good job of kind of getting in the lanes when they need to, but at the same time, it's sometimes just that extra pass from 6 Cents, that one quick one for the one-timer instead of just putting it on and crashing the net here. We're going to have to see a lot more of that from them in the third period, but it may just be too little too late. BBB have just gotten kind of, all the bounces when they needed to when it comes to, getting the puck into the net, and they have a 4-goal lead here because of that. Third period, 6 cents. They need to pull out a miracle.
Fogg down in the corner finds John Bree. Now back to the point again. Bree has it down low. Couple of options. The point, Dupe. Shot deflects and scores! Sin, how do you like that for a response? MP7 finally able to get a piece of that one in front of goal. 6 cents on the board. As we're going to see a timeout here as well, I believe, from 6 cents in response. Might not get an outright replay, but hey, instant replay is even better.
Yeah, I like it. You love to see it. I mean, that's what they need to do right here. The shot from the point, shoot it from anywhere. If you have a lane, take a shot. BBB can only get in the way of so many there, and there's only so many times deflections can be allowed without them kind of going in your favor, and I like it. Great job by MP7 to get to where he needs to be through a slew of those beautiful purple and blue jerseys there, and 6 cents, that's the stepping stone that they need. Can they get back into it?
Shot on the stop by Paralyzer, tested again. Dupes for Vaporize, shot blocked down in front. Accidentally swatted away by Bree. Chance for Bones, breakaway! Can't find a way to put it home. Great save by General. I was gonna say Generalizer. I'm generalizing here. Both goalies are on point. Shot just wide though. BBB a couple of huge opportunities. The sauce does not go. Again, tough breaks. I will defend General there despite the 4 goals allowed. Some tough breaks from the defense in front of him. As John Bree sends it back down low. Chance again for Bree. Loose puck in front. Perry's able to find it and make the save. 14:45 to go here in the third period of Game 5. Sin, huge face-off yet again.
Yeah, Sitful needs to come up huge, and I know BBB, they kind of like that fast-paced style, but every whistle here benefits them. They need to keep slowing this game down. Oh.
Fogg wasn't able to get that one as it went back in front. Good interception by Dupes. He's onside. Gets bumped off the puck here. Recovered, though, by Bree. Slap shot scores! When all else fails, wind up and power it home. Sin, we have a game on our hands. 6 cents are within 2.
Yet again, they shoot the puck, looking for a rebound perhaps, or looking to pick the corner. Doesn't matter. Put the puck on net. And I alluded to the fact that there may not be enough time for them to come back. They've cut the lead in half, and there's still over half a period to go. BBB have got to stop the bleeding immediately.
The Pierre Maguire special, Sin. Score a goal every 5 minutes. Jemima has it. All out for General, but he didn't take the shot. Shot just wide there for Desi. Recovered by Sitful. Can't get the pass. Again, the great Pierre Maguire once said, all right, we're down by 4. Get a goal every 5 minutes. We'll be fine. By that logic, 6 cents, they're on a decent pace, I suppose, although I suppose that's also not the coach you want to take advice from. What does Coach Sin say?
Coach Sin says, I like you shooting the puck. Please, just shoot. Just shoot. Look for those dirty plays, the one-timers, the rebounds. Shoot the puck. And 6 cents doing that so far. They've been rewarded, but a counterattack here for Bones.
Chance sends it down low. Sitful's there. No passing option. Bones able to knock the puck loose yet again. Back to the point. K-cut. Tries to dish it back down low. Bones is going to recover. Shot blocked by Dupes. Jemima. Risky play there. No holding call. So that's fair enough. MP7 now to John Bree yet again. Sends it down low. Fogg is there. Can he pick it up? He can't. Great job by Desi to take that one away. He's going to send this all the way down. No icing as Vaporized touches it. Covers possession. 7 minutes to play now. Vaporized shot on. Just wide of Paralyzer. 4 on the half wall. Bones comes up with it now. Jemima. I'll dish it off to Sitful. Bit of space here. Down low in the corner. Cuts back. Can't make the pass at the last second. Let's see what 6 cents are able to do in response. Fogg has it down that right-hand side. Back for Vaporize. Dupes can't throw it on. Bones was there. Has a chance. Breakaway. Can't get the shot off. He trips in for the second time in as many games. Bones is going to have a penalty shot. He converted on the first one. Let's see about this one. Stepping in. Spurs at home on the slap shot. The disrespect. BBB back on top by 3. Insult to injury, Sin.
I love the slap shot on the penalty shot. I think we may know someone who does that, and it is always a joy to watch because it is, like you said, insult to injury sometimes. 3-goal lead back for BBB with not much time left.
As for Fog, doesn't quite go. Shout out to I Am the Architect, Buffalo's favorite son. We love you. As Bones is going to look to chase this one down, but Vaporize is there. 3:16 to go since Stone Cold approved. Now a 3-goal lead for BBB yet again, barring an unlikely turn of events. They're going to have a 3-2 series lead and a chance to close this out in Game 6. Shot blocked down in front. John Bree able to recover, but he turns it over. Here's Jemima now for BBB. Looking for the space. Can he find a way through? The answer is yes. He'll send that one down. Bones hanging around in the offensive zone, but he'll circle back. BBB in trap mode with 1.5 minutes to go here. Vaporize finds a way through. Trying to find space for a pass. Ends up finding Fog down in the corner, now down low. Couple of quick passes looking for space. Loose puck. Dupes tried to poke to keep it in. Bones recovers, can't send it all the way down, but BBB maintained possession. Desi circling through, finds Bones, 2-on-1 developing, can't get the pass over to Jemima. Bones and Jemima, though, still aggressive. Takes his time, and they'll draw it back. Sipfel playing it safe. 32 seconds to go. Chance again for Jemima. Cuts back. Will he take the shot? Doesn't look like it. Perhaps trying to draw a penalty at the end here. Maybe a bit of sportsmanship between the two teams. As Vaporize pass, it's off the mark. Sin, you know what I just said about sportsmanship? We might have to throw that out the window. Chance here, shot, gigantic save by Paralyzer. What a stop! Unbelievable. You want insult to injury. Perry with perhaps the save of the series to put a cap on this one. BBB take Game 5 in convincing fashion. They are 1 win away from moving on to the final.
I mean, this game for BBB just kind of a little bit like Oprah. You get a highlight, and at the end, Paralyzer gets a highlight. What a save right there on the top scorer in the playoffs here for the NACL. And we get another look at that sick slap shot goal on the penalty shot by Bones. 2 penalty shots, 2 goals, and in that game, 5 points. I mean, we were talking up Jemima and how, he was really stepping up in these clutch situations, and we were kind of questioning, Bones has been a bit quiet. When's he going to come alive? Well, 5 points in 1 game. I think that qualifies as coming alive.
I mean, who's to say? Five points. Put up 10, and I'll be impressed. A tremendous performance for BBB all around. Bones leading the way for his team so far tonight. Jemima getting on the scoreboard there as well. And again, Sipfel doesn't have the goals so far for his team when we talk about that forward core, but my God, the two-way play from Sipfel so far, with what we've seen tonight in games 4 and 5 has been just, spectacular is really the only word for it.
Yeah, and sometimes that's your lot in life as a center. You have Bones and Jemima kind of coming up with these huge plays, and, it sometimes goes unnoticed, but Sipfel, it doesn't go unnoticed to us, man. I mean, those defensive zone draw wins, the possession, your back checking, the hitting in the neutral zone. I mean, it all contributes to the success, and, we saw it from the trap towards the end there as, BBB really locked it down. They kind of had that lapse where, Sixth Sense got a couple quick ones, but they really were able to kind of answer back, lock things down, and get another goal to really, bury the hatchet there and take the 3-2 stranglehold. 1 more win, and they're facing Vertigo in the finals.
Absolutely. And again, just to continue to talk about BBB, Desi, so strong in defense. K-Cut, limited the time spent in the box, so, round of applause for that. That was one of the things we said for BBB. You do a better job of staying out of the box. There's really no reason as to why you can't take this series. They adjust, they adapt, they clean up their game a little bit. They take advantage. It was Sixth Sense who got into penalty trouble in Game 5. And Paralyzer, the save at the end might be forgotten because the result of the game wasn't in doubt at that point. But my goodness, what a goaltender. One of the longest tenured goaltenders in the history of just the EASHL in general, and for good reason. another spectacular performance for him. So again, BBB just one win away from moving on to the championship to take on the #1 ranked team in Vertigo, who of course just pretty much cruised their way to the final, all things considered, as you get a look at the bracket here. And BBB just one win away from that matchup. 1 against 2. I mean, Sin, that's what you want to see in a championship matchup. The top 2 teams going head to head. And we are just 1 BBB win away from seeing that happen. What does Sixth Sense have to do to stop that from becoming a reality and to force Game 7 here as we set the stage for Game 6?
Well, I mean, that was a tough kind of loss for them. I feel like they were getting some of their chances, but again, I think they need to do what they did in the third period of each game right from the get-go. Pour the shots on net. You got the deflection goals, but the problem was you were already in a hole when you started to come back. So if you're Sixth Sense right now, I think you got to look at what has given you success in these previous 2 games. It's kind of when you put the pedal to the metal and started just kind of firing the puck on net and moving away from that extra pass. If you have time, if you have space, put it on net, look for a rebound, trust in your defense, shut down the BBB counterattack if you lose the puck in the offensive zone. Zone time is great, but if you're not scoring off of it, it becomes just another number in a long list here. And speaking of numbers, they need 2 to advance, and they cannot lose another game here.
You want to talk about pressure? You want to talk about having your backs against the wall. That's what Sixth Sense face here, needing to pick up 2 straight wins against BBB. Not a task that I would wish to have to pick up. Again, 24-game regular season, BBB 19-5 at that point. And again, thus far this postseason, doing extremely well. So all things considered, a very tough task here for Sixth Sense, but again, can they pull it off? The moments are there, the opportunities, the chances, they're right there. You're still getting some good saves out of General at times. You look at some of the goals that he's given up on penalty shots, on 2-on-1s. I mean, I don't think this is a situation where it's like, oh, okay, now the goalie needs to step up. The offense can just take advantage of a couple more of the opportunities, and of course, it's so tough to say. It's easy for us to say sitting here, no controller in hand, but trying to neutralize that counterattack of BBB. Can the Sixth Sense defense do it? Let's find out. It is time. Game 6 is here. Let's see how it goes down. BBB, 1 win away from moving on to the final to take on Vertigo. And we will see whether or not Sixth Sense can force Game 7. It's all or nothing, boys. Let's see how it goes down. Sin, dare give a prediction.
Well, I was wrong the last time, so I'm afraid now with so much on the line, I'm just going to sit back and see how this one goes. But I wouldn't be surprised if we see Sixth Sense really starting to pound the puck on the net early on.
That one went off the post. You want to talk about early on. Doesn't get much earlier than that. Good opportunity there, just not able to find its way in. We'll see what happens here. Big face-off early on for MP7. Can't come up with it, though. Great job by Sitful. And we'll see how the neutral zone presence. What a move there by Bones. Back in possession of it now. Now it's Jemima looking for that bit of space. Has it at the point. Little bit of trouble, though. Fog was there. Saw K-Cut didn't step in. He's there to help in defense. Chance here. Vaporize. Couple of options. Goes down low. Now kicks back out to the point. Vaporize looking for space. We'll see what happens here. They try to ditch it down low. Nobody home for Dukes. Repossession for BBB. See if they can take advantage of it. Dished off the Bones. And again, we see offside. And a shot on by Sipple. The disrespects him.
Well, I mean, at this point, why not? Just kind of throw that on. Maybe a bit of frustration being vented there as well, as BBB was really flowing there towards the end. It's tough to get an offsides on a play where you might have had a pretty good rush opportunity.
Absolutely. And again, a friendly reminder, whether or not this game concludes here or not, at the end of this broadcast, a special announcement coming up that you're not going to want to miss. You see Desi here at the point, throws it on, rebound for Bones, just not able to get the shooting animation he would have preferred. Rat bid, great job by General to stick with it. See Sixth Sense here on the counterattack, 3-on-3, great poke check by K-Cut. They still can't come up with it. John Bree shot on, Fog had a chance for the rebound. couldn't find a way to get to it. A little bit of trouble here for BBB to try and get it out. Unable to take advantage of it, though. We're 6 cents now. Here's Jemima down low in the corner. Tried to find Sipful. Both teams right now not really able to establish that offensive foothold. A good chance here. Bones takes his time, doesn't go for the initial pass. A little bit of miscommunication amongst teammates. As finally we see MP7 gain the zone, but again, Sin, just nothing there. I have a feeling, though, whenever you think, okay, here we're just going to see the neutral zone battle, out of nowhere is when a goal will often come up.
Yeah, these two teams are just so good at finding that time and space. Each failure right here presents a chance to learn, as we see K-Cut right there gaining the zone.
General was able to play that one out. See what they can do in response here. Fogg has trouble with Desi. Jemima, a bit of space, but a 3-on-1 developing. He can't hold on to it long. See what Dukes is able to do now. Can he find his way through? Elects to dump it in, but easily handled by Desi, and there is where that aggressiveness can come to haunt you. As it will be MP7, the centerman for 6 cents. Also known by Bone, of course, but we have Bone and Bones in this series, so you do what you have to do for the sake of simplicity. Let's see if BBB can take advantage of this man advantage as Duke sends it down, but not all the way back. That aggressiveness that 6 cents need to show to get back into this series. It can get him into penalty trouble. BBB have to make the most of it, but so far, Sin, a little bit of trouble here. The first minute's gone. Bones gets bumped off the puck.
Unable to gain the zone cleanly. They might get it here on the forecheck, but again, great job from Vaporize, who doesn't get the puck out quick enough, but recovers it there.
That was a good step up by K-Cup, but he just couldn't make the most of it. 25 to go now on the man advantage. We'll see what happens here. Drop back. They gain the zone. Bones is going to win the race for this one. Back to the point, it's Desi. K-Cut can't get the shot through. Second chance in front. They come up with a big stretch pass to MP7. Just doesn't find its target. Bones has it. Jemima scores! What patience on display! BBB strike first. Jemima finding the back of the net yet again. That patience. Unbelievable.
Yeah, that is what you need. That's the experience showing through for BBB. And these high-pressure situations, Jemima takes a second, makes sure that he has the forehand shot and aims it right where he wants it and sneaks it by General. BBB once again, an early lead here. What a move by Jemima to try to gain the blue line.
You know, I'm trying to think of a pun involving the top shelf of the cupboard or butter or whatever, but I don't think anything does that justice. That patience on display to not immediately shoot that puck was simply fantastic. John Bree brings it down to the corner. We're going to have a power play here. Shot on, doesn't find its way through. So a huge chance here for 6 cents to get back into this one. 2:40 to go in the first period, and they go to the man advantage. I think it is going to be Sipful indeed who takes the seat, so a great chance for MP7 on the draw to win this one clean and get his team a bit of zone time, and he does just that. Vaporize stepping in, scores! You didn't have to do much, Fog. Vaporize just passes it right to you, goes 5-hole past Paralyzer. Just like that, we're tied. Replays be damned.
What a play by 6 cents. I mean, just a clean win off the face-off. Fog gets right onto the post and a perfect pass, and he just kind of guides it in through the 5-hole. A 2-on-1 now.
Chance here, back again for Fog. It just doesn't go. The action that much more hot and heavy when you don't get a chance to breathe and really let a great goal like that get the airtime it deserves. Tukey, are you going to keep complaining about replays? You don't know me very well, do you? Yes, I am. 11.2 to go here in the first period. We are tied at 1 goal apiece here in Game 6. Let's see how this one plays out. One chance here at the end. Replays aren't going to happen, but I will certainly complain about it every step of the way. Welcome to NHL Gamer. Drop us a follow if you haven't for more of this top-notch commentary, mainly from Sin. I have a good line every once in a while. Chance here from Fog, not able to get it on net. Second chance to try and bank it off the back, was unable to do so. Sin, we are tied at 1 goal apiece heading into the second period. All things considered, a good result for 6 cents.
Definitely. I mean, they took advantage of the power play. They had been struggling to do that, in the first game we covered here, and they do that in this one, exactly what they needed to do. In BBB, they did get off to the good start, but once again, their penalties get them into trouble. Their aggressiveness, I think it was Sitful. The reason he took it, he was trying to, I think, move someone out of the crease or something. He went for the hit and I think hit a guy without the puck in the crease, maybe thinking the pass was going to him or maybe just trying to shove him off the puck. Nonetheless, put his team in the hole, took your center off the ice. Jemima lost the face-off clean, and a nice set play from 6 Cents to tie it up. So more of the same from 6 Cents here. They want to force this game 7. They're going to have to keep the aggression on, but at the same time, defend against BBB's potent offense as they go for the dump here.
Bones able to come up with it. Can't tuck it home on the first attempt. Nearly had a second one there, but Vaporize able to take that one away. Let's see what happens here now. Sipfel in control. Again, his penalty led to the power play goal. See what happens here. K cut a bit of space. He'll dump it in, but they don't time it correctly. A free possession now for 6 Cents. Again, getting the goal to tie this one up. All or nothing for them. An elimination game. They need to find a way to force Game 7. They took Game 5 to even this series up. Or, excuse me, they took Game 4 to even the series up before dropping Game 5. Now here in Game 6 against a must-win situation. Let's see how this goes now. Another crucial face-off here in the neutral zone. And again, won by Sipfel. See what BBB can do in response. Sipfel not able to hold on to that one. John Bree has it now down that left-hand side, but not for long. Good bit of defense. Can Bones find the space? Still fighting for it. Has it. Tried to find the pass in front to Desi, who was pinching up as he intercepts that one in the neutral zone. Bones somehow onside. Jemima with the space. Slap shot. The rebound handled. As Dupes was there to help General corral that one, but a big offensive zone draw here coming up for BBB.
Yeah, and those counterattacks for BBB just come so quickly sometimes. Bones and Jemima just are so very slick with their aggression on the forecheck that sometimes you don't even see them until they're already prying that puck loose.
MP7 looks for the big stretch pass to Fog. He just couldn't find it. You see the willingness to be a little bit more aggressive, played a little bit more risky here from 6 Cents. It's what you have to do. Can't play it safe with your backs against the wall in an elimination game. Big face-off here. A great win there by MP7. Neutralize the offensive zone chance. Let's see what they can do. Great pass off the boards there by Dupes to find John Bree. Dupes has a little bit of trouble here at the blue line. Risky business. Bones with a bit of space. Great job by Vaporize to get back. Jemima. Now Desi has a play. The pass. Bones just couldn't hold it for long enough. We're going to have a delayed call here, though. Chance pass in front from Jemima. What a move. Just didn't work out, though. Desi holds it. Jemima just high beyond the blocker. BBB still in possession. Desi for K-cut. Blocked down in front. Jemima can't tuck it home. Incredible chances, but a boarding call here on Vaporize. BBB going to the man advantage. A huge face-off here. They're 0 for 1 tonight in this Game 6. Let's see what they can do. Opportunity now again. K-Cut has that room to work. Dangerous to allow a player this caliber that space. Bones couldn't pull the trigger on the shot. Recovered. Sipfel bumped off by John Bree, who's able to clear at least out to the neutral zone. And BBB regathering. Sipfel able to keep it. Has options. Goes back to K-Cut at the point. Switches over. Desi over to Bones. Couldn't get the shot through. Good block again by John Bree. And this time, he'll send it all the way down. They get the clear. Let's see how they respond. 20 seconds left on the man advantage. Bones able to gain the line. Still has it. Jemima can't work his way through. This one's sent down by Fog. Can't get it all the way down. So again, one more rush here as we're back. 2-5 on 5. Bones can't pull the trigger. Defended well by Fog. This one back out to the neutral zone. And Sin, great job by 6 Cents there on the kill. Might be able to get you a word in here, or maybe not. Good stretch pass there. See what happens. MP7 tries to work his way through, but defended well by K-Cut and Desi. BBB looking to get reestablished and set up here. A little bit of trouble in the neutral zone, though. Fog really stepping up his play defensively. This one's dumped in, mistimed. Bones will still give chase. Offside. 5:50 remaining here in the second period. Another big face-off coming up here, though, and these neutral zone draws matter.
Definitely is, and that's why you see Bones kind of committing to that, forcing the face-off. He trusts in his centerman to kind of come up with a win here. Unfortunately, this time doesn't work out.
Played back to Bones. A little bit of trouble, though. MP7 for Fogg. Can't get the shot off. He actually did. Perry's able to make the save off that weak attempt off the pad. Dangerous rebound, though, that he's able to take care of. So a big offensive zone draw here for 6 cents. Let's see what they can do. Face-off's relatively close. They have the advantage, and there we go. Big win. Vaporize. Opportunity. Couple of options. Taking his time, looking for the best one. Dupes, one-time deflection, rebound, scores! John Bree is there. MP7 got a hold of it. And at the end of the day, they get what they needed. Huge goal for 6 cents in John Bree.
And you could just see the dominoes kind of falling on that play. Vaporize, waiting. The pass, the shot, the deflection. John Bree crashing the net for the rebound. A perfectly timed blue-collar play from 6 cents, and it gives them the 2-1 lead now. And BBB have got to strike back here, but a turnover in the neutral zone.
3 minutes to play. Fogg has room. Can't find a way to beat Paralyzer on that one. Bones now in his own zone. We approach 2 minutes to play here in the second period. Great job by 6 cents. And their backs against the wall. A must-win game to continue their season. And they have the lead. Chance here now for Jemima. Not for Jemima, for Sipple. A big cutback there. He's looking for Jemima or Bones in the middle. Couldn't find him. This puck goes all the way down the river. 30 seconds here. One more rush for BBB. Final 10. Bones has it. Sends it low. Jemima gives chase. He'll get it back for Bones. In front. Jemima, big save. No secondary opportunity. Sin again. What a turn of events. 6 cents on top in this one. Heading into the third period. Are we perhaps setting the stage for Game 7?
Well, we could be. I mean, it's kind of like an opposite thing here where 6 cents in, some of the previous games was, really getting the time on attack, but it seemed like BBB was scoring more. In this one, BBB with the clear advantage, time on attack, but not the majority of the shots, and 6 cents with the 2 goals. So it's not always, like we mentioned, it's not just time on attack. There's so many other factors that go into it, and 6 cents has made the most of their opportunities. BBB perhaps getting a tad but unlucky, especially on that last play, the pass out front, the rebound just kind of went into the air right past Sitful. Had that been on the ice, he could have taken a whack at it towards an empty net and tied it up in the dying moments. But as it stands, still a 1-goal lead for 6 cents, and BBB have got to push to get back into it.
Well-timed dump and chase. Good chop there. Jemima was able to corral it, just couldn't get the pass in front. The next goal. Oh, so important at this stage. Fogg has space. Great back pressure there, though. Vaporize takes the hit from Bones. Gets the stretch pass up to Jemima. We'll see what he can do here. Shot on. Rebound was there. Handled well by Dupes. He's done a great job of helping General control those rebounds. Back in possession here. Tried the bank to find John Bree. Just couldn't hit him on the pass. Chance here for Sipfel. Finds Jemima. Couple of options. Goes back to the point. D to D. Doesn't find its way through. Great job by Dupes and MP7 to get in front of that one. 5 minutes gone here in this third period. Chance for Fogg, loose puck, and a huge stick lift to deny MP7 a shooting opportunity. Sipfel tried to force his way through, was unable to do so. Again, huge situation here. This one gonna go down for icing. 6 cents down 3-2 in this series, but in the lead now. Either this series will end in this game and BBB will punch their ticket to the final, take on number 1 seed Vertigo, or 6 cents will be forcing Game 7. Let's see what they can do here. Chance for Fogg, timed well. Can't believe that one. John Bree, the big spin, thrown back in front. Puck still loose, but recovered by BBB. Chance here for Bones. He was just unable to find the space. Still can't gain the zone clean. Great job by 6 cents at the blue line. MP7 has that one poked away by K-Cut. Here comes Bones again for BBB. Sends it down low. Jemima's there. Back to Bones. Shot on. Couldn't get the release off clean. Chance now on the counterattack. Fogg. Shot from John Bree. Denied by the blocker of Paralyzer. Haven't seen too many of those outside one-time attempts. They're able to get that one off before BBB could get set up defensively, and it nearly paid off. Fogg has a bit of trouble. Great step up there by Sipfel. Shot doesn't go. Secondary chance taken away yet again. 9.5 to go here. The big stretch pass played by Paralyzer. Will send it all the way down, but into the awaiting arms. The opposing team, it was vaporized that was there. He has it again now with the blue line. Tried to go back down low to Fog. The play wasn't available. Big stretch pass. Chance for Sitful. Helps on the way. Down in the corner, circles back, tries to drive the net. So strong on the puck, but tough to fend off 3 defenders at the same time. Big pass down the river. Didn't get the bounce they were looking for, though. Huge icing called against 6 cents.
Yeah, but a good look right there. They noticed K-Cut had jumped into the play, and if there's only one defenseman back there, it's worth a look, but a huge face-off right here. If Sitful wins this, you got to watch out.
Tie up here. Bones had a piece of it, just couldn't keep it. John Breen one-on-one with K-Cut. Still in possession. Can't fend off the pressure from Bones. Great job on the back check. 6 minutes to play here. Third period of Game 6. If the score holds, Game 7 on deck. But we could be destined for yet another overtime in this series. Big turnover there. Bones has it. Helps all along the way. Back over. Big save by General. Again, it's so easy to get tongue-tied, Sin, when the offense develops as quickly as it does. And a chance here yet again. Open spot for John Bree. He just couldn't pull the trigger on the shot. Wanted the pass for MP7. It just wasn't there. You see a huge hit, now a counterattack. Fog that bit of space. Can't find the room off the deke. Disappointed with that one. Opportunity again. Fog comes up with it. 2.5 minutes remain now here in the third. This one's sauced on goal. Paralyzer plays it out. One more rush here for BBB. Running out of time now to tie this one up, but all it takes is one opportunity. Chance for Sitful. He takes a huge hit. K-Cut actually stepping up for him. Sitful back on defense with him, although Desi can handle it by himself. Final minute of play here in regulation. Big move from Sitful. Doesn't work, but they're aggressive on the forecheck. Loose puck. Fog trying to fight for space. At least gets it out of the attacking zone for BBB. Chance again. Jemima trying to charge the net while Sitful's in control of it. He dishes it back to K-Cut instead. Looking, tries to throw it on, blocked down in front. Great job by K-Cut. Recovered by Fog. He's alone. Can't score. What a save by Paralyzer.
Remember that one.
Can BBB turn that into the tying goal? Chance for Bones. He sends it low. Jemima's there. Power play coming up. BBB to the man advantage with 17 seconds to go. A chance in as we see a timeout called by BBB. A chance to tie this game up and potentially force overtime. What a save by Paralyzer. Goes all out.
Yeah, it was a flying poke check, but he made sure to also hold the post with his pads right there. I mean, just tremendous job by him to stop that breakaway and keep his team in it with a chance to perhaps win. And as you said, a power play coming up. They need their best play off the faceoff, but first things first, you got to win it. Sitful needs to win this one.
See what happens here. He does. Bones has it set. Play, just couldn't put it home. Sitful had the chance. One more rush here for BBB. Can they make the most of it? See what happens. Sitful back for K-Cut. 3 seconds. K-Cut throws it in front. Can't get a piece of it. Shot on and a blocker saved by General. We are going to a 7th game. It had to be Sin. 6 cents taking 2 out of 3 games to start this night. Game 7 on deck. What a game that was.
Wow, I mean, just what else can you say but wow? I mean, these two teams are just, it sound like a broken record, but they're just so evenly matched. I mean, BBB, they can't believe it. How do you not, at least get the game to overtime there? They had plenty of chances, plenty of time on attack. General with some great saves, but for the most part, when it mattered, 6 cents did not allow them to establish their attack, and that was a really good job from 6 cents, and they were the team really starting to get their counterattack game going, and, well, they almost put the dagger in if it wasn't for just that circus save from Paralyzer to keep the puck out of the net, and that's what you need from your goalie. Great goalies keep their team in it no matter what, and that's exactly what Paralyzer did. He put his team in a position to succeed, and that's what you need out of them. And unfortunately for BBB, it didn't work out. Fortunately for 6 cents, and for the viewers out there, we get a Game 7 between these two squads.
Again, the second and third ranked team in the regular season. And they're going to be going head to head now. Game 7 coming up. Again, the winner will move on to the final to take on the number 1 seed in Vertigo. So regardless of who walks away with the victory in this one, we are due for one hell of a final. I'll be coming your way starting this upcoming Sunday. So, of course, if you haven't already, make sure to drop us a follow here. And, of course, make sure you can check us out everywhere as well. All the socials, the Twitter, the Instagram, Discord, NHL Gamer everywhere, and, of course, NHLGamer.com for all the information that you need, not only on the NACL, but, of course, the European side of things as well with the ECL, the Elite Division, just about ready to go with its own playoffs. And, again, very excited to see how that goes down. Of course, Thursday, Sin and I will be back Thursday afternoon with a little bit of ECL Elite action, the final stream of the regular season. But for now, we focus on the task at hand here. Sin, Game 7, we entered this stream. BBB up 2-1. 6 cents, though, have had one hell of a night. Can they pull this off? Again, it was a rough loss in Game 5, but a much better performance in Game 6. Game 7 on deck. What do 6 cents have to do to pull this off and make their way to the final against a team that has a little bit more championship experience, to say the least?
Yeah, and you know what? At times it seems, even though the playoffs is a smaller sample size and, you know, they did play less games, so that was why some of the stats were not quite in their favor. I think BBB, threat-wise, with the counterattack, with their cycle, as we saw in that one, have, you know, just a slight advantage when it comes to offensive threat. But 6 cents, I mean, their finishing capability when they, start pouring those pucks on, and we saw some of their set plays, the one by John Bree off the rebound, the one by Fogg through the 5-hole. I mean, they are absolutely lethal. It's just, it's an unstoppable force versus an immovable object right here, and we get to see it in Game 7. It's just absolutely unreal. No matter who wins this game, both of these guys deserve to be here right now in this moment because they have both played just a series of their lives, so to speak, in the NACL.
Sin, the teams did not want to waste any time. We are just about ready.
Sweet.
Game 7 on deck. Let's do this. BBB and 6 cents. It is time. Winner moves on to play Vertigo in the finals of this NACL postseason run. 6 cents, there you see them lining up. Bone MP7 leading the way, goal scoring wise. And we'll see what BBB can do in response, dropping 2 games tonight after a 2-1 start on Sunday. Let's see how it goes. It's time to see how this goes down. Again, big interception there early on, and the chance here for Bones. He sends it around the back. Pass in front just doesn't go. Sipful looking for that quick play in front early on. One back in the neutral zone, but not for long. A little bit of trouble for John Bree. K-Cut going to look to step up here. He'll dump it in. It's wide of the post. The chop doesn't work out. Jemima's there. Back for Bones. He scores! He picks the short side. Sin, they've tried that play a couple of times. What a time for it to pay off.
Yep, and that's why the dump and chase can be so successful. And Bones, what a clutch player coming up when his team needs it. Another early lead for BBB. Now, can they build on it like they did, in Game 5, or will they let it evaporate like they did in 4 and 6?
See what happens here. Good job on the fence there by Bones early on. Pass out to Jemima. Has a bit of space to work with, but that quickly goes away. See Sipful still battling for it. Good step up there by Bones. Sipful gains the zone. Still has it somehow before Fogg is able to strip him of it. John Bree takes his time. Tried to find Vaporize. Wasn't able to do so. They're forced to drop back. BBB, the early strike here in this Game 7. Fogg has it. Down low for John Bree. Gets the goal! What a move! What patience on display from the captain! able to hold on to it, cut back in front. Sin, we might be due for a barn burner here.
Oh man, back and forth. It's a seesaw between these two teams, and I just can't figure out what's more entertaining. The big saves we're seeing, the goals we're seeing, or just how close it is. Teams trading blows at this point. Now BBB back in the zone with a vengeance.
Shot on, saved by General. I have an answer for what's the most exciting thing about it. The skipped replays. Nothing gets my blood pumping like a good skipped replay. As we'll see what Vaporize can do here. I told you I was going to keep up with that. We're still going for it. Chance here in the offensive zone. Now Desi tries to throw it on. Bones recollects, tries the wrap, can't get it. Pressure was there to help out. Both teams scoring early here. Perhaps uncharacteristically so. Probably the rest of the series is gone. Bones gains the line. Has Sitful with them. Tried to cut back. He couldn't do it. Fog has a little bit of trouble. Bones is there. He wins the puck. Can't get the shot off. Still fighting for it. Fog finally gets the space. Burst of speed. Now opportunity to pass. He just couldn't get it. Kept in by Dupes, but not for long. See what happens here as Vaporize forced to regather. 9 minutes to play here in the first period. Game 7 of the semifinal, our second semifinal series. Vaporize, the #1 seed, taking the other one. They await the winner. Puck back at the point again. Sitful, big shot from K-Cut. Handled well by General, though. See what John Bree's able to do in response. A little bit of trouble there at the line. Desi, great job for BBB to get that one back. Couple of quick passes, looking for space here. BBB trying to be as patient as they can be. As a great pass there. Bones still has it. Now Jemima looking for space. Back to Bones. Tried to get in front. Secondary chance for Jemima. Just didn't go. BBB always looking for those passes. Jemima wins it. Chance can't get the shot off. Puck still loose, but Dupes able to regather. Under 5 minutes to play now here in the first period. BBB scoring early. John Bree able to tie it. And a key player. Captain of the team for 6 cents. He's been huge for them in this postseason. Chance here again. Bree tries to win it back. He's going to be able to do so. MP7 works it back to the point. D-to-D passing. Dupes can't get the shot. Great job there by Jemima to block that shooting lane. 2.5 minutes to go now here in the first. Still plenty of time for either team to make something happen. Puck dumped in by Vaporize. Spot 4 in the corner. Bones comes up with it. Gets the pass to Jemima. Looks to take the middle. Now back out wide. Jemima not able to do anything there. It was Sitful at the blue line. Easy to confuse the two, I got to be honest. Similar styles of play in certain ways. Mainly just in terms of being all over the puck. The front three for BBB. Ever present. As the 6 cents team very well knows. As Vaporize dumps this one in. Late chance for Fog. Can they get a shot on net? In front. Doesn't go. They run out of time. Sin, an intense first period. 2 early goals. At the end of the day, though, end of the period at least, we are tied at 1 apiece here in Game 7.
And you know what I like to see? There's plenty of the dump and chase, and it seems to be working, so the team's recognizing that, kind of going back to the well. They've really adjusted as this series has gone on, the pair of them, and it's exactly what you need to do, kind of adjust to your opponent, take what's given to you. And in this one, the bounces off those dumps really starting to favor the attacking team, and you know, it's very hard as a defenseman to either, you know, grab the puck off the hop or against the boards because it's bouncing all over the place, and it's even harder to time out a puck chop there. And when you try to swipe at the puck, if you miss it, you can get caught out of position with the animation, and that's what we're seeing a little bit of. And 6 cents really kind of going back to the well on that, and it's worked for them a few times, especially at that towards the end. That, you know, that in tight chance they're going to as the clock was winding down, unable to capitalize. But I like that they keep going for it. You know, that's showing a lot of experience on their end, and you know, as I said, you got to take what's given to you in these high level games, and that's what both of these guys are doing. And tie game as even as it gets. BBB probably would prefer to get a few more shots here, so we'll see if they try to open it up here a bit in the second. But nonetheless, this is, I think, going to go down to the wire.
It could very well indeed. Again, these teams playing not just for the prize pool, of course, but bragging rights certainly on the line. If interactions in the chat throughout the night have been anything to go off of. 6 cents in possession here again, trying to work the dump and chase. Vaporize sends it in. Good chop there from Desi and a great out from BBB. Jemima sends it down low. Sitful's going to be there. Has a couple of options, goes back to the point. D-to-D passing here. Desi can't get the deflection for Sitful. Battle for in the corner. Bones has it. Jemima dishes it back to the point. K-cut for Desi. Back again. Deflection bid. Loose puck doesn't find its way in. Let's see what Sixth can do on the counterattack. And the answer is not much of anything. Great job by BBB to hold them up.
Yeah, but a great play by them. The D-to-D pass, the one-time, the deflection. The puck was just sitting there loose, but good job boxing out by Dupes and Vaporize, helping out their goaltender, not allowing BBB to get too many whacks at that loose puck.
Vaporize here, forced to take his time. That forechecking pressure from Jemima and Bones. Key aspect to their game. Jemima still trying to win it back from MP7. He couldn't do it. Couple of quick passes. Fog in the zone now. Back to the point. D-to-D. Dupe shot blocked down in front yet again. Bones is going to send it down. Jemima not going to be able to win it. An unfortunate bounce for BBB, but a big offensive zone draw coming up for MP7 in 6 cents.
Yeah, I think he was trying to bounce it almost directly off the corner boards and kind of give the best angle there for, I believe, was Jemima. Just wasn't able to work out in that case.
Loose puck, still fought on for Sitful. Eventually comes up with it. And tied at 1 here, game 7. So he was able to walk away with this one. Good bit of contact there, but Jemima still going to be able to come up with it. Turns it over there now. Bones gives chase. He wins it back, no problem. Throws one on. Saved by General. Rebound nearly kicked out in front. That's much more of a dangerous situation. So, the big offensive zone draw coming up here for Sitful and BBB. The even flow of the face-off battle throughout this series has been one of the big stories. Sitful wins this one. Has it in possession. Can he get a shot off? The answer is no. Duke's doing a good job of protecting the front of the goal. Opportunity here. Puck dumped in yet again. They come up with it. MP7 back to the point. Dupes looking. It's MP7. Might have been looking for John Bree down low. The play certainly didn't pan out for them. Good bit of contact there. Great job by MP7. Kicks it back to Vaporize. They look to reset. Bones gives him a little bit of trouble. Not able to take advantage of it, though. You saw the BBB back line jump up the second they thought Bones was going to win that one back. Dish it back to the point, though, here. Vaporize for 6 cents. Poked away. Dupes will recover possession. They'll look to reestablish here in the neutral zone. About 8 minutes to play now here in the second period. And again, they go for the dump and chase. The chop again from Desi. Able to find Bones. Good stretch pass to K-Cut. Jemima has space. K-Cut scores! Sid, we haven't seen him too much. But the aggressiveness pays off. BBB get the goal they needed.
Yeah, he just drives the net hard, and yeah, you said it, man. We have not seen a whole lot or been able to mention K-Cut a whole lot. Great job from 6 cents, being able to neutralize him thus far, but he makes himself known right there, cutting into the net. A great little play between him and Jemima, and he ends up getting a goal for his pleasure.
That would be K-cutting into the net. Thank you very much. Jemima picks this one back up at the blue line. Nick, that was for you in chat. Love you, buddy. As Bones picks this one up in the corner. Desi for K-cut. Deflection, but doesn't go. Sitful still fighting for it. Ends up losing it to Fog. He tries to work his way through, but Desi so strong defensively. Able to hold him up. Under 5 minutes to play now here in the second period. BBB where they want to be. Up by 1 here in Game 7. Puck down in the corner. Jemima can't come up with it. Still pressuring John Bree. Good step up by K-Cup, but 6 cents hold on to possession. Chance there. Fog takes the hit as well. Still struggling to find space in terms of gaining the blue line. On the attack, our 6 cents. That's why we've seen the dump and chase be still prevalent in their offensive attack. MP7 dishes that one up to Vaporize. Great pass to Fog. Brings it down low into the corner. Tried to kick it back to the point, but Bones was there to shut down the wall. We approach the final minute of play here in the second period. Jemima has it now. He'll drop it back for K-Cut. Now back again. Good pressure by MP7. Loose puck. Dupes recovers. We'll have one more chance here on the attack. Final 10 seconds. Vaporized loses it. Dupes, will he force a pass? He won't. He'll send it down low. They'll look to kill the clock. Sin. BBB up 2-1 heading into the third period of Game 7. Are they on their way? 6 cents, just one registered shot. But it was a goal.
Yeah, well, BBB is doing a great job of not allowing them to really get set up. The dump and chase was kind of working for them, but after they got the possession, they still haven't been able to get a whole lot out of it. It's just a great job of team defense from BBB. And I'm going to go back to when you mentioned when, Bones kind of laid the hit and the entirety of the BBB squad kind of postured like he was going to force a turnover, then immediately drop back. That's what I'm loving to see right now from BBB. They're all kind of moving as a unit. The second they see something, communication is on point between the defensemen, between the forwards and defensemen. They're all really where they need to be and reacting to each other.
Between the forwards, between the defensemen and the concession stand workers.
Exactly. Everyone.
I had to do it, buddy. I'm so sorry. A fantastic point nonetheless. Boy, don't I feel like a jerk. But, friendly reminder, special announcement coming up at the conclusion of this series that I think you're all going to like. And Sin might like it especially. Opportunity there. Puck thrown on. Doesn't find its way through. Jemima dishes it back. Chance for Sitful as he steps up. Has it on the half wall. Now down low in the corner. He's able to find a pass. Willing to just hold on to it. Back to the point. K-cut. A little bit of room. Still has it. Good maneuverability. Thrown in front. And a big save. Jemima is denied. Big face-off coming up here, though, for BBB.
Well, K-Cut got himself a goal, and all of a sudden, he's skating with a little bit more finesse right there. Excellent job on the blue line. As risky as it was, really created some space to feed that puck down low and create a chance for his team.
Shot blocked down in front. Sitful won that one back. Bones with the howitzer as an old school throwback, but it just didn't find its way through. As this one yet again sent over the boards. Again, to set the stage for those of you who might just be joining us, this is Game 7 of the NACL Semifinals. We have our number 1 seed in Vertigo already punching their ticket. They're in the money. $1,200 guaranteed. Could walk away with the first place prize at $2,400 as that shot does not go through. Loser this one settles for $200. Not what they want, and not what 6 Cents want. They have tied this one up out of nowhere. Sin, if it was going to be a goal, it was going to be that, and who else would it be? It's John Bree. We're tied at 2.
It's been the right wings for the first half of the series, and now it's all about the left wings. John Bree with another huge goal here. The captain coming up clutch, tying this game up at 2. 14 minutes remaining. I said it's going down to the wire. I stand by that statement. Let's see if 6 Cents can build on it. Another dump and chase.
17 overtimes. Let's go. Bones has this one. Let's see how BBB respond to giving up that goal. Bones, bit of space to work with. Tries the cut in. Great job, though, by 6 Cents. Just ended up smothering him there on that attempt. Looking for a bit of space. Dupes can't find it, but he still has possession. Jemima giving him trouble. Bones has it. Finds Jemima. Now Sitful. Bit of room. Shot on. Paddled away by General. Dupes with a little bit of trouble again. Jemima all over him right now. There's a joke to be made there about syrup, but we're just not going to make it. Again, still looking for space in the neutral zone or 6 Cents. 10 minutes remaining here in regulation in this series. Back to the point. Vaporize, brings it down low, throws it in front. Loose puck still there. Recovered by Desi. Be on the counterattack now. Sitful over for K-Cut. Has a goal in this game. Big traffic jam there. K-Cut caught back. MP7 looking for space. Can't find it. Still fighting for it. And again, BBB winning it back and able to maintain possession as well. Let's see what happens here. Dish back into the neutral zone. Again over the blue line. Bit of space here for Sitful. Has the room. Tried the toe drag. Defended well by Dupes. Fogg forced to drop it back. Now 6.5 to go here in the third period. Let's see what happens. MP7 gains the line. Bit of space. Tries to find Fogg. They've gone off the pad of Paralyzer. Not an overly dangerous situation. Chance again now for K-Cut to get set up. 5 minutes to play. Bones sends it around the back. Great job by Dupes, but Jemima still fights for it. Bones. Now Jemima again can't hold on to it. Vaporize has it. Again, loose puck, scramble in front. Bones has it. Tried the pass over, just couldn't get it. Desi's shot blocked down. Vaporize kicks it out. See what happens again here. MP7 over the line. Drop past the Dupes. Can't get the shot through. Fogg looking for an option back to the point. Dupes tried to step in. He couldn't do it. 2.5 to go now. The opportunity for Bones. Has Sitful with them. Can't make the play. Vaporize tried to lead the charge. Couldn't do it. Dupes still fighting with Jemima. What a battle that's been on the left-hand side. Vaporize looking for space. Final minute of play here. Third period. Game 7. Tied at 2. John Bree, 2 goals in this game. Nearly came up with that one. Here's Jemima, one-on-one. Bones is there to help. Jemima shot on. Loose puck. Bones just couldn't get that shot through. Takes it back to the point. Thrown into the blender by Desi. Six Sense come up with it. Bit of space here for Fogg. Can't pull it backhand. Huge chance there for Six Sense. MP7 still fighting for it. Comes up with it. Still loose in the BBB zone. K-Cut sends it around and they look to resettle. 20 seconds to go. Tried to play it up to Jemima. Couldn't do it, but turned back over by Six Sense. Final 10. Puck dumped in by BBB. Off the wall. Chopped down. Bones is going to be there. Desi. K-Cut. Can't get it through the traffic. Loose puck. Thrown on. Saved by General at the death. What a stop by General to maintain his position. And unless we have the craziest series-winning goal I've ever seen, which we do not, Sin, what?
Overtime.
What
it had to be.
Better way to end it.
Wow. Just wow. I mean, these two teams going head-to-head is just an absolute privilege to watch. And tied again, another overtime. This is the 4th, I believe, overtime between these two teams. Oh my goodness, I mean, it's just crazy. And Six Sense once again battling back from a deficit twice in this one. BBB unable to kind of close it out there, but they have a good overtime track record. However, today, Six Sense has won the lone overtime that we have seen here. Can they do it again and get the come from behind victory, or will BBB let their experience kind of shine through here and power through to the finals in this game 7? I can't wait for overtime. Everyone hit A, please. Let's go.
This next goal, Sin, is a $1,000 goal. The loser takes home $200. The winner, $1,200 guaranteed, even if you don't win in the final. A $1,000 goal here at stake. It's just a matter of who's going to get it. Who is going to the final to take on, again, our #1 team this season in Vertigo. It might not be a pretty goal, but it doesn't have to be. Let's see who the one is going to be. It's overtime of Game 7, baby. Let's see how it plays out. BBB with the puck. They'll look to set up. Puck dumped in. Bones may, in fact, win that race. Great job by Fogg to help out on defense. A little bit of contact there as Desi stepped up. Good interception there by Jemima. Over the blue line, has Bones with him. He'll circle back. Desi, shot. Can't get the deflection for Bones. Sipful loses it. Vaporized. A little bit of trouble with Bones. He recovers possession. Dishes it back to the point. K-Cut. Desi shot, rebound chance for Bones, tried to send it back across. Bones is still there. Loose puck does not go in for BBB. A hell of an opportunity there, a set of opportunities. MP7 can't hold on to it. Bones stepping away from Bone. Again now recovered. Six Sense trying to hold on here, trying to get their own offensive opportunity. Fogg, bit of a step, has it down low. Tries to find John Bree. He has it. Now Fogg again. Back to the point to vaporize. Down low once more. Now John Bree tried to test the near post. He just couldn't cut quickly enough. MP7 in front. He scores! John Bree. Who else would it be? Six Sense pull it off. They come back from 2-1 down to take it in Game 7. They will play Vertigo in the final. Unbelievable turn of events. John Bree, your overtime hero, your series hero. Six Sense knock off BBB in 7.
Wow, just from one end to the other, BBB was so close to being able to tuck it in. Puck skittering wide, the traffic in front. Six Sense on the counterattack, able to get the puck, into the zone, set up their attack, and they love to work it behind the net there. And yeah, you said it. Who the hell else would it be but John Bree? I mean, he has been all over the scoring sheet in this series, especially here in the final 4 games. Gets the biggest goal for his team there in Game 7 to win it in overtime. And what a conclusion to a fantastic series between these two teams. I mean, I can't believe the conclusion to that. Just sometimes you're thinking a marathon's coming and it just happens in the blink of an eye. You can sometimes feel it coming with the ebbs and flows of the game, but in that case, once you saw the puck on his stick for a split second, you thought they had a chance, but man, just what a feeling that must be, tucking that game winner, and heartbreak for the boys of BBB, but you know, you gave it your all, and 6 cents, they gave it right back.
They absolutely did. Again, a reminder here, we have a couple more talking points to get to, including a special announcement that you're going to want to see regarding our broadcast. The finals begin on Sunday night. You're not going to want to miss this. Bear with us here, though, as, again, so many talking points coming out of that 7-game series. For BBB, I mean, flat out, it's a heartbreaker.
Yeah.
I mean, you can sit there and analyze what they could have done better. At the end of the day, you can't get any closer than Game 7 overtime towards making it to the finals. I respect the hell out of them for what they did, choosing to go after hidden potential, a higher seed in the first round than they had to play. But ultimately, I mean, who's to say if 6 cents would have played hidden potential like they originally had to? Maybe. Who's to say? Maybe the boys at hidden potential could have pulled something off there. Could have been an entirely different situation. I'm just, spitballing a little bit here. But regardless, for BBB, again, a very tough out, a very good team. And obviously, when you talk about teams of this caliber, it just sucks to see a team like that bow out. Yeah. But what a way to go down. At the end of the day, again, an incredible series, an incredible season from BBB. Their story for this season ends here. For 6 cents, though, what a story. And just how they were able to pull this off, Sin. I mean, what a performance all in all.
Oh, yeah. I mean, they had to come from behind so many times. How many times? I think every game, BBB scored the first goal, if I'm not mistaken, and 6 cents stuck with it. They came back, even in the Game 7. BBB gets on the board early. 6 cents powers back. BBB takes back the lead. 6 cents ties it up, and then they get the all-important goal there in overtime. They seem to be breaking the trend constantly. BBB scored first, and they went back and forth for a bit. You think maybe BBB gets the next one. Nope, Chuck Testa, 6 cents, gets that one in overtime. We talked about BBB being overtime masters, winning every game so far. They just lost 2 of the most important ones there to 6 cents. Either one of those go their way. I mean, it's a completely different series. 6 cents. Hats off to you guys. What a series. And BBB, thank you so much for participating here. You guys are absolutely amazing to watch, and we look forward to seeing you guys back next season.
Absolutely. So with that, we put this chapter of the playoffs to bed. The semifinals are done. The finals are set. They begin this Sunday. Vertigo and 6 cents battling it out for the winner's share of the pot. However, we promised you an announcement here to set the stage. And for a special occasion like this, you got to do something special. And that's something that we've tried to provide to you guys all season long as we continue to show you what we want our standard to be here in terms of how we present, esports to you, NHL esports to you. And we feel as though we might be taking another step forward with that. Sunday night, Sin and I aren't going to be alone. There's someone who wants to say hello. Let's hear from him.
Hey everybody, I'm James Sobalski. Look, we all miss sports right now. We all want it to come back as soon as possible. And if you don't miss sports, well, you're probably not watching this, and we really don't want to know you. Point is this, we've got an escape for you coming up this Sunday, May 17th, 7 o'clock Eastern, 4 o'clock Pacific time. Yours truly is going to be live on Twitch calling the NHL Gamer and North American Championship League Finals. Yeah, it's all going down this coming weekend. Find out who the best Sixes team is in North America. NHL 20 esports style. It's going down. Cebulski, Sunday, May 17th, 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific. $4,000 prize pool up for grab. Let's find out who the best of the best really is, Sixes style, in North America. Join me, Twitch. It's going down Sunday. We'll see you then.
The voice of NHL 20, one James Cebulski, will be joining us at the beginning of Sunday's broadcast. Sin, we've had the opportunity through NHL Gamer to work alongside Drew Goldfarb, who of course has NHL experience with the Pittsburgh Penguins and the Florida Panthers, and now to have the ability to work alongside the voice of NHL 20, love him or hate him, Sportsnet's own James Cebulski will be here on Sunday. Pretty cool step, not only for us, of course, but for the NACL in general.
Yeah, I mean, this is just huge where we, as you said, we set out to change the way NHL Sixes is perceived. We want NHL Sixes to be the mode of NHL esports, and we're willing to do what it takes here at NHL Gamer to provide for that. And getting James Cebulski on, the voice of NHL 20, I mean, what better cap to an amazing season, an amazing playoff run that we've had than getting the guy that we hear and that we tell all of our streamers to turn off so that we can speak, is now going to speak for us in a 7-game series for the finals of the North American Championship League. I mean, it's huge.
For the record, we did contact Snoop Dogg, but he charges a little bit too much on Cameo.
Yeah.
We were tempted to get some other stars of Cameo, such as Nasher61. I don't know if you've heard of him. But, people in busy schedules and all, there's just so much we can do. So we hope that James Cebulski suffices for all of you. Again, very, very much looking forward to that. Now, if I am not mistaken here, Sin, we are very close to being able to get a word with MP7, also known as Bone of the winning side here tonight in Sixth Sense. Again, I believe we are just about good to go with that, if I am not mistaken. So, okay, maybe not quite good to go. We're going to need a really quick break here. We will be right back. So, stick with us at the end of this little break. We're going to hear from MP7 and see how that goes. The Sixth Sense, again, moving on to the finals. We'll be right back in a moment. And with that, we are back. I do believe. Indeed, we are. Look at that. You'd love to see it. Sin, what a series it was. And thankfully, we're not done yet with our post-game coverage. Again, as advertised, we have joining us here, not just a member of the winning team, but obviously an integral part of said winning team. MP7, also known as Bone. Thank you for taking the time to join us, man. What a victory for you guys tonight. Best of 7. Take it in 7 against BBB. How you feeling, first and foremost?
Lost for words, honestly. It was obviously a crazy series. You've seen a lot of bumps, a lot of incidental contact. It was crazy.
I mean, no doubt. I do have one question at the top. Sin, of course, interject if you have a question as well. But I'm very intrigued at the ability, I guess, to just kind of make the most of the offensive chances that you guys had and the willingness to stick to the strategy, because time and time again we saw BBB blocking a lot of shots, but the ones you got on net you made the most of. I think we saw in the winning game there in Game 7, what was it, Sin, 4 or 5 shots total by the end of that, I think, that were on net.
Yeah, it wasn't too many, but what was like kind of the idea and strategy that you guys had going in there?
Honestly, we try to get more shots on net. They just collapse really well in front of the net. They don't give you many chances. We talked about it the whole game, basically try to get the puck movement, see if we can get anything going, and luckily we had a lucky break in overtime and scored.
Yeah. So I did have a question. I saw you guys doing a lot of the dump and chase, and as kind of a guy who loves that myself, to see that happen. I mean, was that something that you guys actively wanted to do to try to get behind their defense? Because we saw a lot of times the blue line battle in the first couple games where it was really tough for teams to gain the zone, a lot of offsides. Was that something you guys talked about and made a conscious decision to dump it in, or you just kind of take the space that was given to you?
All season long we've been dumping the puck in a lot, really. I know we try to carry it in more this series. Struggled for the first few games. They tried to find me up the middle a lot. It wasn't working. And then I was using a bigger build, I should say, for the first few games. And I switched it to a smaller build, lower weight, a lot more speed, and that helped a lot, honestly.
Now, I wanted to ask this as well, because heading into the semifinal series, you were on an absolute tear in the first round, 7 goals in 9 games, and we kind of pegged you to be the main man offensively for the team. But then first 3 games, only 3 shots, no goals allowed, or no goals scored, I should say. It just kind of wasn't happening for you. But then we see Fogg step up to the first 3 games. And then the back half of this series, obviously, I mean, Bree was gigantic for you guys, particularly in Game 7. Was that I don't want to say a bit of a concern, because obviously it's like, okay, I can't get my game going, but my teammates are getting it going. But I don't know, heading into this, back half of the series, to the first, 3 games after being down 2-1, was it a concern for you to be like, okay, I really got to get my goal scoring going? Or is it just, stick to my game, see what happens, because I trust my teammates to really, be able to carry the weight, if I can't do it myself?
That's just how NHL works, honestly. Like, obviously, one person can be hot one series and then cold the next. It's obviously a team game. Bree and Fogg played obviously amazing this whole series. Fogg had like 80% of our goals the whole series. Scored everything.
He's up there for sure.
Yeah. Oh man, I have one more question now. So we were always kind of joking about, and the reason we were calling you MP7 was, the confusion between Bones and Bone. Now that you've won this series, do you get to claim the title of the one true Bone here, or is that still up for grabs between you and Bones?
I don't know. I changed my gamer tag for him because he had it first, but if he wants to give me it, that's cool. I'll go back to Bone.
All right,
you may
man.
have earned it.
That.
Oh God.
Well,
so with that, Sin, any other questions in mind, or are we good to go?
Yeah, you're going into the finals now against the number 1 seed. What do you guys think you need to do to prepare for them, or do you think that you have a good grasp on your game now and you just need to keep going the way you're going right now?
We're gonna worry about tomorrow night and the next night, and then see how it goes from there, and then get ready for them for Sunday. It is, I think.
Yep, Sunday.
It is indeed Sunday.
Do what we got to do. Get down to business on Sunday.
All right.
So with that, again, we thank you. Indeed, we thank you very much for joining us, MP7. Again, congratulations on one hell of a series victory. Very entertaining games, sweaty games to say the least down the stretch, but ultimately you guys are moving on. And again, give a shout out to Bree for scoring the $1,000 goal, moving you guys up from 200 to 1,200. That's it's got to be a good feeling for sure.
No, for sure. All right, guys. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks,
Absolutely.
man. Appreciate it.
Congrats yet again. And to everybody else, as we continue to wind things down here, again, we want to thank you one more time for joining us, for sticking with us through this series. Again, you can check us out everywhere at NHLgamer.com, not only for information on the NACL as we continue to, prep for the final, again, coming up Sunday night. Now we have 6 cents going up against the number 1 team in Vertigo. Of course, you can check us out everywhere as well. NHL Gamer on Twitter, Instagram, Discord, everywhere you need to find us. Sin and I will be back on Thursday afternoon, a 2 p.m. Eastern start, covering the European side of things with the ECL Elite Division, the final set of games in the regular season as we get ready for the postseason there as well. You can find Sin on Twitter at Sin for the Win Productions, on YouTube and Twitch at Sin for the Win. Actually, I guess Sin would be Sin for the Win Prod, and then YouTube and Twitch for Sin for the Win Productions. Yeah, who stole productions from you on Twitter? How is that possible?
Twitter did. Not enough characters.
Fair enough, Twitter. Get it together. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Twitch, everywhere at Tugi24. Of course, Sin, any parting words for the beautiful people that have stuck around with us for this long?
Yeah. don't miss the finals. We better see every single one of you in chat because it is gonna be crazy.
James Sobalski, we'll see you soon. Thank you all very much for joining us again. One more big congratulations to MP7 and the rest of 6 Cents. We'll see if they can bring home the title starting on Sunday. We'll catch you guys then. Until then, have a good one. Stay safe. We'll see you soon.